Talk to me, this LSD is making our start to breathe. Fall asleep in the pharmacy, your knees just turn to strawberries up. Got good coke from Mexico, gave my heart, you left it broke. You shake my poster like a ghost, extras with sins in the microscopes. Empty shell, it's been hell, your hands all wrapped around my throat. Learning how to smile and burning hot, breathing in the smoke. Talk to me, these whiskey drinks are mixing up my memory. Obviously you're not with me, I'm wrong for you, but think about you constant. Got good coke from Mexico, gave my heart, you left it broke. Shake my poster like a ghost, extras with sins in the microscope. Empty shell, it's been hell, your hands all wrapped around my throat. Learning how to smile, burning hot, breathing in the smoke. Breathing in the smoke.
You ain't handsome enough to talk to that pretty girl. Just one of the things I hear in this judgmental world. 'Cause people wanna see you do well, just not better than them. Well, the green-eyed monster lives every time you win. 'Cause I live too fast to stay in my own lane, and a whole lot of people hate reading my name on a front page headline, whether I'm a king or a clown. Money gon' make a bitch twerk. 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 Money gon' make a bitch twerk.
My damn coffee maker messed up. Pretty sure I'm about to just drink water with almond milk in it, but life without a little trial, terror, and whimsy. Am I right, people? Am I right, people? What is up, guys? Welcome in. I'm the frostiest of Osties. We're alone, which means somebody else is streaming, which I get. But try this. So it's the wrong color. I don't know if you can see it, but it's white. Tells me the coffee didn't work. I had a cup of coffee that was good.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Oh, Seth Isley in the house. What is up, brother? How we doing? Don't know why I'm gonna try this, but we're gonna try it. I don't know what it is. It doesn't taste like coffee. It really is just water, almond milk, and yeah, but actually pretty good. I'm not chopped liver. You're not chopped liver. You're not. How we doing? How is MSF treating you, or and literally anything else? Cool victory. All right. Okay. Uh-huh. I did really bad. I started playing Hades finally. Like I'm way behind. I lost my round one of CC due to a tie. My opponent had a higher TC That sucks. I forgot to play round 1 because I was playing Hades. That was actually what I was about to say. So I lost my round 1 as well, but that's because I'm incompetent. It's not incompetent, it's forgot. I guess that's more forgetfulness, competence. So hopefully we'll win round 2. 0 victory points. Yeah, I got all this big talk about trying to hold my ground in my league, and then I just didn't attack. So that's exciting. I think everybody's done that at least once. I think that might be the first time I actually forgot to do it. Like, I actually logged on at like 4:30 yesterday to do it, and then I remembered that it ended at 4, and I was like, I wasn't paying attention to the time. And we do have a Professor X feature today. That'll be fun. And I watched a couple other CC videos, so I am again not working. What's up, Avid Gamer? How's it going? Why is it doing this? Oh no! I wanted the Arnie streams while then I was sitting there. Oh no! We're running. We're running. How's it going, Frosty? It is going wonderful. D, how we doing? I was just telling Most Up Isley I forgot to do round 1 attack of CC. I logged on too late. I got distracted. So, but it's going good. And then I've heard about all this bullshit where we're getting rid of the ways that we can farm things. So that's some shit.
Well, hello there, dear listener.
I don't know if there's been any updates, if anybody knows that stuff.
Who laughed at what time gave them. They danced to the sound of cicadas and embraced the sweet seconds that make.
But how are we doing, Wonderful D? I also saw Thunderbolts yesterday, finally.
So sit back.
Felt like it took forever to actually get to watch it, but watched it. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Definitely worth a watch. Arnie was super delayed, was it? Jeez. Yeah, no, and it's not even showing it, for me, it's not even showing that you did it. My last notifications are from last week. Wondering if something's weird with it. But I hit reload overlays and it's not doing anything. Is it a filter? Oh, there we go. I got it up now. Now I can see what everybody's doing. CC's balls anyway. Yeah, but it's like the only game mode I get to actually think about and participate in. So like, you know, it's legitimately the only one I get to sit down and play. Everything else is just like auto and nothing. Am I crazy? What else could I be doing? I'm trying to build for Professor X, but I can't play that. Here, let's go through. We're gonna go through here and collect our training orbs, training mat orbs. The events right now are just so weird, and I know that they're like getting rid of elite raid credit orbs or something. I meant to look into that. But wait, did they change this? I swear to God, there was a. Oh no. I'm thinking. I was thinking of watching Thunderbolts tonight. It's that or finish Born Again. Trying to think. I think they allude to Born Again once in Thunderbolts. I debate it, but it's like a really small, really quick comment Easter egg type situation. So, but it doesn't really spoil anything, so I think you're fine. Whatever way you go. But I really enjoyed Born Again. I enjoyed Born Again, I enjoyed Thunderbolt. Both of those were, like, decent Marvel content that did not upset me. Fucking Spotlight. Back here. I've been leaving this on normal difficulty so I can hit it with vision. It's been tough. I've been so like bottlenecked so hard with training mats. I cannot get people up anymore, which sucks. Cause like they're getting rid of the L4s in the arena store. Like what is? Ugh. I don't know. Pretty rough. Give me company. I meant to look up who the director for Thunderbolts was because I didn't recognize his name at the end of the movie, and I want to see what else he's done. Yeah, Born Again has been great. I think I have 2 to 3 episodes left to watch. Nice. Yeah, it definitely gets better towards the end too. I think it starts. In my opinion, it started a little rough. But then I think it started off a little rough, and then it really starts to pick up when you get to some of the stuff you already passed. But serial killer stuff. I remember when episode 3 came out, the way it ended, I was just pissed. And the way it actually ended up working out, I was like, oh, okay, that's actually pretty good. But I was like, I remember being fuming after, I think it was episode 3. The part where the dude strips out of the shadows, if I'm gonna say that. I was pissed. Yeah, training mats are the biggest crunch at the moment, and then they're getting, like, from what I understand from Valley and Mobile Flying's video, they're getting rid of this one. Like, this is just going away. Oh, because they're trying to get people to buy them over here. Which I had been buying them over here, but they were like, don't buy these. And I was like, where do I get them? Because I need them so bad, so I've been buying them here too. But supposedly they're getting rid of this one because they have this one here. Which is like, what the fuck? Like, it's the biggest crunch in the game by far. And they're like, you know what, let's make it harder. Like, let's make it harder. People building too fast. I can't build. Without spoilers, I would say the weak link was the heist episode. Oh, really? I kind of like it. But what I have been buying mostly is the vigilante shards and then the passives I need. But even though now if I do the passives, I'm not gonna be able to get the shards. And I know they were also recommending getting the Gear Tier 20 gear, but I don't know. stars feel more important. And I've only been doing vigilante because their things are going on right now. I'm trying to maximize it as best I can. I'm gonna hold on to it. We gotta buy these things. We got all the way down to like 2 million gold, and we hit something lucky. Be able to shoot back up. Also, my arena credits have been going down for the first time in like years, so I don't know. I have to look, see if I got knocked out of the top 100. I'd been holding so well for a while that I was just like, eh. We're excited about that. I only buy G20 in the Intel store. But, I mean, do you have those characters maxed out? I've only been really buying the Vigilante shards and then Awakened ability material. I would like to be able to get the Starjammers too, but I don't have enough fucking stuff.
I am the Watcher.
Aaron94, thank you so much for the follow. How we doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's pop in these orbs. Did anything good? Look, I did, actually. Oh, just Spider-Punk. Who does nothing. Thank you for being useless. You're the real treat. You're the real treat. But I would like to buy Gear Tier 20, but I really need character shards. And my main thing for this game is to actually like build and level up characters. If I don't have the stars, Gear Tier is not gonna help a whole bunch. Well, I guess technically it does now. It's the way it works is so convoluted and fucking wild. What the fucking doing this bitch? It's crazy how much it's like. I don't know. I feel like I've been on the rant for weeks now, but just the plight of the free to play. They're like, fuck you. This whole worse than normal. This is stupid. Where they're like, we're gonna get rid of this. Okay, cool. I'll just fuck myself. I rank 107. That's exactly what happened. Oh my god. We're gonna have to fight down for a second. I thought I was in the 70s. I'm not. I need to be better about watching that. I need to police that shit. Because I have in my arena shard, I have a bunch of people that are like sandbagging. For some reason they put in there's one specific dude who puts in Infinity Watch, and he'll go all the way back up to in the hundreds, and then he'll go down to like 1, and then back, and then down. Fucking. And that Guardian is really holding on to dear life. Holy crap, there he goes. Jeez. Lost score. Actually, we might actually be too slow to win this. Yeah, Odin died. Awesome. Awesome. You're gonna be the next big problem. Wow. Okay. Cool. I need to wake the fuck up, apparently. I thought that was just gonna be really easy and I didn't have to think about it. But alas, poor York, I was fucking wrong. Okay. Let's pay attention to what we're doing. Oh. Yeah, this is what I'm up against. Let's see. That's crazy how far back I've gone. 6 minutes. Look at that. Ugh. What happens when I'm not paying attention, man? Yep, I fucked myself over. That's definitely why I don't know how many days I've been above 100. That's crazy. I'm usually like right above 50. But now it's just pointless to try to keep up because of Professor X. That's how it always gets. Anytime I get the newest character, it's pointless to try to be top 50. Best viewers on streamboo.com. That's crazy. Okay, so now we're at least back into the reward pool we're supposed to be in. I think it was the Super Scroll that was screwing me because of speed. If I just skip around to teams that don't have Super Scroll, I should be able to climb down pretty fast. I'll also need to save one attack for tonight. Make sure I don't get knocked up. Depending on how far down I climb. I also need to be better as soon as that taunt goes down on Gladiator. Swap over. I'm used to Gladiator being dead by now. Is the main problem? Here we go. If they have Scroll, bring Black Knight. Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking. Welcome in, Jay Fladenstein. When I clicked on that first one, I really wasn't paying attention. Still waking up. Carry on. They're fucked now that I got to basic with Odin. Now this is just matter of time. Matter of time. Easy. I got knocked way too far back. That's bad. I need to be better about it. I've been real lax on the game in the last few days. I got 2 more, so I can do 1 more attack. Morning, Frosty. What's up, Midnight? Welcome in, bud. How we doing? See who I'm fighting. I want the 69. Hold on. Yeah. Well, I was just looking. Debating if this will work against that. I'm kind of tempted to swap out Gore for Super Scroll, or APOC for Super Scroll. We'll just run this. I'm not sure. Shadow King always throws things off. I'm just hoping I can do enough out the gate. Do something. Maybe, yeah, also me having Gladiator might have been. I lost my Empowered Basic, so that's cool. What did that? Or I don't get that. That's wild. Is that null? Oh yeah. In his name. Odin's dead. Start. Beautiful. Should be pretty simple from here. Yeah, no empowered, yeah. There was zero shot. There was no way. Aha, us versus Carnage. Who wins? Okay, and we'll save the other one for tonight so I don't fuck myself. Hopefully I remember. But we went down, 40 ranks, so that was dumb. But now I'm lower than I was I was holding 73 for weeks, and I did say I don't read kits without saying I don't read kits. I do read. Why do we do this? Why do you do this to me? I haven't been up against Null in a long. Like usually people don't have it on defense, so I forget that is part of his fucking passive. Come now. Give me shit. Or like, I don't remember every intimate detail of all the people because for some reason all I can remember is lore. Okay. We need another raid thing, which we cannot do, and then we need to spend campaign energy. And then I want to go through our orbs really quick. What are the orbs we need to get rid of? We need to get rid of some. It's a whole thing, I know. Hey, because they're getting rid of certain orbs. If I can find it. Yeah, they're also getting rid of the T20 orb, aren't they? Really trying to fuck us over? Like, just really trying to go for it? You want premium orbs? Because we have, like, Liberty in there. And with basic orbs. Nobody. Frosty looking for Apocalypse and Empowered punch against Nolan Arena. That's pretty funny. That's pretty good. I'm telling you, I have not gone against null in arena, and so it hasn't. Most of the time, everybody has null on offense. I never go against him, so I forgot. It's fine. It's fine. Actually, I might pull up the I may pull up the Valley Flying mobile gamer video just to make sure I pull the right things. We don't want this. But this, I think this is going away. I could be wrong when I think this is going away. I've been in 4th place for the last week. Nice. It's awesome. I tried to push for top 20 in arena, and then Odin came out, and I couldn't get him because speed. So I just stopped. I stopped trying. For arena, I tried to stay top 100. I tried to stay top 50 for a while, and then by the time Odin came out, Professor X came out, and now we've got a Nihilist down the fucking road. So it's just like no point in trying in arena for me. No point. Ugh. Also, how do you even get these Thunderbolts? Where is that? I have G20 Null and G23 Diamond Shadow King on defense. Yeah, that'll work. I don't have anybody G20. Cause I just don't have the gear. It's not there. I have no way to get it other than the that bit in the store, but then I don't get character shards. I can't participate in other things. It's just one of those. During the milestones as well as the Thunderbolt Diamond Orb, yeah. Oh, I didn't actually realize I still needed to blitz more. Blitz with Vigilante. Again. Thunderbolts in the milestone. Okay. Double check my shit. That's what I was planning with this anyway. Just double check my shit this stream. I'll do the feature, double check my shit, Cosmic Crucible. And then in double checking my shit, I aim to make sure that I'm using the correct amount of stuff that's going away. Yeah, we're doing. We might do another. Might do another. Oh, I'm maxed out. Wait, so how the hell do you max this out then? Play one blitz battle with vigilantes. So how? So this is just impossible. Blitz to earn path to silver sable orbs. Do silver sable orbs give you? What do you pay? It doesn't even say. What do you pay to get? Oh yeah, you literally just pay for the. Wow. Good shit. All right, so that's exciting. That's cool. I love when they do that. I like this offers button too. It's really cool. $40K of the 40K offers bottom. See the button that says offers? I don't think they can make it any clearer. They can put it in the fucking milestone. Buy offers to complete this. I'm talking about make it any clearer. It's this. This is how you Midnight. I understand that you have a wallet, but this is how you tell how to finish a milestone. This is what it's for, right? So when it says 40,000 out of 40,000, that tells me that I've completed said milestone. And when I click out of this and I haven't, now I have to figure that out. So that's when I notice the offers button. Limit of 40K, 40K. Yeah, no, I see that. I see that. I see that. But it doesn't say there's other ways to get the thing out. So you have to click on this to find that out. That's my defense. You actively have to look to spend money to fix this. They've gone from subtle pay stones to kick you in the nuts in your face pay stones. Yeah, I see that now. They did that in the last one, where it was the very last. Everybody got to the very last milestone. Okay, cool. So that's neat. How long does it take for drops to process to your account? It's usually pretty fast. You get them through the actual, the little Twitch box, and then you click the little notification and then go to it, and then you hit redeem, and usually it's like 5-10 minutes. Probably wants you to find the offers button. Yeah, no, I'm picking that up. Game's so fun. So fun. Maxed out. Okay, I can raid with I don't have those guys. So when I tried with this, I ran out of. I don't think I'm even contributing to this anymore. I might be able to get this. I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it. How much do you get? 15. No shot. No shot. So I did everything I could on that one. So that's all the milestones. Okay, I've done everything I can on the milestones. So there's nothing else I could do for that. More people who are like, I don't like these new milestones that you can't finish unless you buy something. Still a ton of people like, how do I finish this? More people. Well, but it's not. This is not clear. Like, I don't give a fuck whether you're a spender or not. This is not clear. This tells me I maxed it out. The fact that I didn't is fucking wild. They can even put in here, buy the offers to finish off the milestone. It's fucking wild. And this is it really is. You have to not care about this game anymore. If you don't actively pay to play this game, you have to just not care. Because I really am at that point where I'm just like, I don't even know what's going on. What is this?
Slipping false chanterelles in your fan mail. I'm slipping false chanterelles in your fan mail. I'm slipping false chanterelles in your fan mail. I'm slipping false chanterelles. Born to rule.
Maybe they should put a copy of the offers button there too. You have to adjust your expectations. But my I hate when people are fucking. That doesn't work. Or you better remove them entirely. Exactly. I can't play the game. Like, I'm so tired of everyone telling me to adjust my expectations. I can't maintain the same level of gameplay I have for years. Like, what the fuck is
Portland
that?
Robocop cheered X7. Have I missed any Spider-Man buttocks?
You haven't. Not yet. But that's fucking bullshit. I have to adjust my expectations. All I'm trying to do is play the game. I can't money. Complain to support. They only listen if people complain to them. That's fair. Every time even when I reported bugs, they wouldn't fucking respond to me. I don't think I've ever gotten a response from them. I did it in Monopoly Go immediately. I got somebody banned in Monopoly Go. It's wild. It's wild. Okay, so there's no recommendations here like there usually is, or there's no minimum. And if you wanna, okay. Alright, we're not doing this right now anyway. What shit going on? Simply like inflation in the real world. 1 minute you can afford some things and the next you can't. It's not the same thing. I cannot participate. In real world, I'm still allowed in the room. Not the same thing. You can only use gear tier 20 in the whole, so I can't play it at all. Is that what? That's what I'm hearing. I didn't. Yeah. This is why I keep trying to tell myself to actually get back into it and read the blog post, and I started watching these fucking videos again, so that I would actually try to be back on top of it. This is why I do. This is why I don't. There's rooms you can't get in unless you have a certain amount of money. Good thing is the rewards. I did see that. Yes, these rewards are balls. You just get these costumes. I just. So the only thing I can do right now is Cosmic Crucible, and in Cosmic Crucible, everyone tells me to adjust my expectations because I can't have overpowered. But that's it. I can't play the game. There's nothing to do. I have an account. Congratulations. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I refuse to adjust my expectations. I'm gonna be mad about it. That's just what it is. And the more people tell me to adjust my expectations, I'm gonna tell them to go fuck themselves. Because I should be allowed to play this game. I have played this game for years. Right now, I can't do anything. All I can do is attack this guy who probably has, and I fucking didn't, and he didn't either. So maybe I'll beat him anyway. But I've got the 40 million punch up, which if he decides to actually play, I probably will lose anyway. But this is the only game mode I get to play. So I get mad when overpowered fucks me over because this is the only game mode I'm allowed to play. War doesn't fucking count because war is boring. I can't build my characters because I don't have training mats, and they're getting rid of training mat farms. Adjust your expectations. I don't even know if that worked, but I just wanted to put it out there. You're in the corner, Sin. I love salty frosty time, bro. I don't know if that actually worked, but I put it into timeout since quest. It's a quest that I had an hour and a half conversation yesterday, and part of it was about this. Come in here telling me to adjust my expectations, motherfucker. Only thing you could do is spend $400 right now. The timeout didn't work, obviously. That's it though, for real. That's you joke, man. That's so crazy. No, so part of this, I've been saving up for days. Oh, my goal is to get him to 95 so that we can raid okay, and then try to get these guys up to 105. I want to get Silver Sable up to 95. I've been saving up my training mats for days. Let's see how close we can get. The goal is to actually get him to 95 as well. Great, I can get to 86. So that's 4 days of saving. Dragons don't want you to play the game. They want to sit and watch. They want you to sit and watch as they play it and then clap and bow. That's funny as hell. Hey, if you want to keep playing this and be miserable, be my guest. There's no other option other than quitting the game. Just wait till OP level 2. No, I know. 100% I know. What's the point of being number 1 if there are no other numbers? I heard that in a movie like the other day. What was it from? What movie was that from? It was in a movie I watched like yesterday. The OP level 3, they might not even let you load in against them. That's so wild. Ugh. It's fine. It's fine. We're all good here. Whatever. I'll shut my fucking mouth and wait the 3 years it'll take me to build the characters to unlock Xavier, because that's what I'm allowed to do, and I have to be content with it. I'm not playing against Krakens. That's an interesting take. That's an interesting thing, because part of one of the things, I don't remember if I brought it up on stream last week. I've been debating on what the definition of Kraken is. Like, at what point are they a Kraken? I think it was last week. Because I am up against some people that spend an awful lot of money, right? I'm not up against a bunch of free-to-play people. I'm not. I mean, even the guy I'm up against now has the Diamond Thanos, which I do not believe is available, and maybe I'm wrong, but I do not believe it's available free to play, right? So, like, at what point is he a whale? At what point is he a Kraken? Because I might not be fighting Krakens, but I am fighting pay to play motherfuckers. This dude right here spent money. Your salt is OP, yeah. When are we getting frosty features on OP from the comics? Bad. So, like, at what point are they a Kraken? Like, how much money do you gotta spend? You know what I mean? Like, is this dude a Kraken? He doesn't have any diamonds out here. But I don't know. Let's see. Because I know you can do it by how many characters he has unlocked, right? Look at his collection power. His collection power is like just barely above mine. I forgot it. This is raked up. I didn't play. I forgot. This game has slowly been working towards the back of my mind. Total characters collected 319. What am I at? I forgot that. Okay, total characters collected 319. So that's the same as me. So let's see what else we got. So he's about my. Watch this be the one fucking time I'm against people that are all actually my level. Even him. It really is looking like that. These are actually people that are like close to my level. This is more common of what I'm fighting, right? But 320 characters collected. So the difference, he could have got a lucky shot on on hand. This is the guy I'm fighting against. This guy's lower than me. That's crazy. This is probably the first time I've matched up, and I mean y'all been here, so I know I don't have to prove that. Usually they're in the 160s, 170s range. This guy. Total characters collected 319. So yeah, these guys really aren't that crazy. So I don't know, maybe not. At least not this time. But usually it's like 170, 180. Krakens have Professor X, and that's probably fair, Corvus. That's probably a pretty good bound. Is whoever the new broken motherfucker is, they own it, right? But I am up against people with T20 usually. I don't know if I am this week because they all look like they're actually pretty close. The punch ups are. See if there's any T20s in this. Drill 19. There's a T20 right there. I can't bring anybody to T20. So there's one right there, but some of the guys last week had 3 or 4 characters, or 1 or 2 in each slot that were tier 20. I was like, fuck. Also, why the fuck did he bring up Thanos? He must. I wonder if he's already through City. Buying a 3-star release isn't a Kraken. Well, I wasn't saying that. A lot of Krakens just don't give a shit about CC. Well, and that's the thing. I had a lot of gear tier 20 motherfuckers just falling. Personally, I think about the 1K mark a month is where we start crossing into a Kraken country. Okay. I just spent a couple of grand to have Professor X at this point. Yeah, if they don't care about CC, what is the point of Krakening on a game with the bulk of its game modes being PvP? That's one of the things I don't understand. Portly RoboCop. That's one of the big things I don't get. Because we're like, because it's a hero collection game. They're just wanting to have the heroes. I guess that's fair. You can collect. No one cares about PvP. But that's the thing. I want to collect. I'm not allowed to participate in these different game modes. This is it. Granted, now it seems like I'm actually up against people that are like many of these look crazy. None of these, like, this is the closest one to being nuts, but I think I can punch up on that. I think I have before. This might be, and also he might not even be playing, but I also didn't attack, so who the fuck am I to say? But on a game that runs so deep, I am out of things to do. Right? Like, what I need to do is I need to make sure I don't lose a bunch of shit. That's where I'm at right now. I need to make sure I don't lose a bunch of shit when they get rid of, aren't they getting rid of like elite raid credits or something, or some of the orbs? They want Professor X and they want them now. They don't give a fuck about what happens afterwards. That's fair. That's fair. They screenshot each character they unlock, print out a picture, and hang above the mantle. Awesome. I'm not saying they're all like that, but there are some. Right? There's a wide spectrum of, right? There's a wide spectrum of Kraken. It's their family. Little family photos. Just you print off, and jerk off to your TCP. Get the large list from MarvelStrikeForce.com. Print that sucker off. Hang it above the bed. Super serious, highly engaged Kraken are going to be on top. Dix beat somebody in CC that had Professor X yesterday. Yeah, I've seen the videos to beat Professor X. Yeah, there's some super good Kraken game players, and then there's some that aren't, like Diamond Dave. And he's good. He's a good Kraken. Yeah. Still really gonna love the game until there's no one to play against. Like, it's straight up like, unless you're just now starting out or you're paying to play the game, there's no point in playing it. It's real rough, real fucking rough. Yep. I'll go for one. I actually pulled pretty decent on her before, so I'm actually not that far away from unlocking her.
I am the Watcher.
Chunky Dave, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate you. They would just beat up on the sucky Krakens. It makes no difference. No, that's how games collapse. Like, at the end of the day, that's how games collapse, because then your Krakens get bored. Because what Scopely's trying to do right now, 100%, what Scopely is trying to do right now is to try to create new Krakens. That's why the new game experience right now is actually not shit, is they're trying to replace Krakens that left, right? So with this, they won't just beat up on each other eternally. The game will collapse because they get bored, right? Having skilled free-to-play players helps keep things interesting because it gives you something to fight against. But because then you can use your wallet to beat the skill. But now it's not. The division's so far, it doesn't. There's almost. I'm not saying the competition's all the way gone, because I am beating some of these people that pay money, but like most of the competition is gone, and they're just widening it. And so when we're literally divided, so because I've been complaining about matchups in Cosmic Crucible for a while, right? I'm never against people that are in my fucking bracket. Like, I'm against people that have similar rosters to me. Now all of a sudden I am, right? That's getting fixed, right? Because of all. Now what we're gonna do is it's gonna get further and further apart, right? This might get easier for me, but eventually the people above me are gonna fall down, and I'm gonna get knocked down a league. because I'm not paying. But if I can't, which right now I'm not saying it's the situation. It might be by Overpower 3, right? But if I, as a free-to-play player, cannot in any way beat somebody that's paying money, the game is going to get really boring for your people that are actually trying to play the game. As long as they keep the new players rolling in and a percentage of them pay, it'll be a while. Well, exactly, Midnight. That's true. With the drops, they got a lot more people coming in. I believe that was the big surge. What up? Making breakfast, so I'll be chilling in the corner. Happy Mother's Day to any moms in here. Absolutely, Juggy Dave. I hope you enjoy your breakfast, brother. We were never going to beat people that were buying new characters straight to 7 and then buying diamonds on the leaderboards that actually want to play. Yes, that's fair. But there's a whole gap. There's a whole gap of people in between there. Like, I was never gonna beat Diamond Dave, right? But there are some of these people that have paid a lot of money. Like, one of the first couple of weeks after Odin was released, I got an Odin in my CC bracket and I was able to beat him, right? We were never going to beat people buying new characters. That wasn't going to happen before, and it's not going to happen now. That's not true at all, Midnight. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Because that comes down to skill, right? When you have a skilled Kraken, they will be at the top because they're using skill and money. But I have been in the situation. I haven't come up against Professor X, but a Dark Dimension will come out, and in a couple weeks after, like 2 or 3 weeks afterwards, I will fight that motherfucker before a whole bunch of people have that character. And I could theoretically beat them. In Cosmic Crucible, I may lose a room, but they have to be good enough to beat my defense too. And if they have that fucker on defense, then they're fucked. All they did was empower the mediocre Kraken to have a better shot at beating the highly engaged mid and low spender. But that's what I'm talking about. You're adding to my argument. Yes, they are widening that gap. That's what I'm saying. And they're continuing to do so. In doing this, they are trying with that, and then the new boosted account situation where you can be like level, what is it? Valley Flying and Mobile Gamer saying you can unlock Odin in 90 days, right? By pushing these things forward, they are trying to have Krakens and create new ones. Everybody else doesn't matter. Okay. With that, we've done everything we can possibly do. So I believe that we are going to. I wanted to look at my. I might pop another herb if I'm close. Just cause.
I've been busy looking for a good vein and waiting for the thin veneer to drop with the other shoe. Back at church cursing. Braggart on the beat while
What the hell's her name? Oh, it's Valentine. Power gap is way wider now than it ever was in the past. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what and it's so wide now. They're trying to make it worse. Like what in what world does this getting rid of this make sense? For what? It's so that we spend money and buy it fucking here. But like, why get rid of this? We're bottlenecked as it is. Like, what the fuck is that? That is literally just to widen that gap. Like, that's all that is. I'm waiting for somebody to be like, they're not going to get rid of that. From what I understand, this is going away on the 22nd of this month. This is leaving. Right? This is staying. But this is leaving. So that we will buy it here. So that we have to buy offers to get more of this. As if there's so much of this going around. Like, why can it not just be in 2 spots? Because free-to-play players can benefit. Like, have to get people buying passes, right? We're forcing people to buy is a desperate move. They gotta figure something out. Okay. keep thinking I have something in here to do. I need to actually look at what I need to get rid of. But we'll just go into cosmetics. Hey man, it's in the Intel store. Exactly. In the Intel store. Like the first like decent store we've got in a while, and it's like, and you're not allowed to get any of that stuff because we're getting rid of stuff other places. Cool. And if you spend in the Intel store, you get fucked for G20. So it's not a good option. Exactly. Because I'm already fucked for G20 and I want the character, so I've been buying the fucking character shards, but that's wrong. Right? Because you have to buy the Gear Tier 20 stuff, which I haven't been doing. It's really expensive, and I can afford these fucking characters, and I want to be able to, like, play in the raids and stuff. Like, just crazy. Just fucking nuts. These 14, week 5, round 2, because I skipped round 1 because I'm a dummy. Take a seat right by your buddy. But it is an option. But it is an option. There's no balance there. It's just another middle finger. Every single time there's a good thing in Marvel Strike Force, there's a middle finger that follows it. 100%. You've got agency. That's all we all want. I feel like you're speaking sarcastically in text. You got Astral in 1, a 5.7. We've got Liberty Old Man Logan in 2. 5.6. Orcus. Oh. Oh, I see what they're doing. We have Nimrod, Omega Sentinel, Null, Carnage, 4.6, 3. That's weird. Got Annihilators, Bahori, Mephisto, 6.7, 4. XX Rogue in 5 as normal. 3.8, 0.9. And we've got Night Stalker's Emma in 6. 5. Swear to God, I fought this exact defense before. I might have fought this. Really quick, I want to see when the last time he got on. $24 ago. So there's no shot that he's attacked already. It's bound to be some growing pains while they're fixing the game. Can't tell if that's sarcasm or not. You actually think they're fixing the game? In what way? Because that's the trouble. A lot of spenders are mad about this too. Which is how I'm juggling, but when you're sarcastic and are not. Well, I think I fought this exact fucking defense. No, I guess I haven't. They are simplifying things. I'm not sure how. The milestones don't even tell you how you can max them out. Okay. All right, let's figure out room 4 first, because it's the biggest problem. It's Annihilator's Mephisto Kahori. I know we've done that. Maybe not. I'm just making this whole thing up. I don't even play this game. I've been playing the Ninja Turtles Hero Collector. I haven't been, but I thought about it. Annihilator's Kahori. I know we did Annihilator's Kahori Mephisto in 4. I know we did. Did I lose to it? Is that why I can't find it? Where are you? What the fuck? Making shit up. Oh, God. I'm desperately looking to see if I fought that before. I thought I did. Oh, Annihilator's Kahori Mephisto. It didn't work. Yeah. Okay. Gotta watch that. It ended up being a cleanup. And it was 7. It was a 7 million, which is pretty close to what we've got here. But I used Mephisto, Apoc, Kahori, Loki, and Gladiator.
When you hear the sound of thunder, don't you get too
Overpowered
scared.
doesn't kill
Just
the fighter.
grab
No,
your
it does
thunder
not.
buddy
This is so
and say
fucking
these
weird.
magic
Prince
words.
of Peace, what's up, brother?
Fuck you, thunder. You can suck my dick. You can't get me thunder because you're just God's farts.
You're going from 15 currencies to 2. That's not the hard thing to track, though. The hard thing to track has always been milestones. They just made it worse with the weird pay to finish stuff. There's always been the under, as you said, I think earlier, maybe Wonderful D said, there's always been the underhanded pay to finish stuff. But none of them would be like, you're maxed out on this. Now it's like, you're maxed out on everything and you still didn't finish it because you just need to pay. Wild. Good morning and happy Mommy Day. Happy Mother's Day. The command center is simplifying things away. So I have to click multiple places to double check I'm doing milestones? It's not. Really like a villain got shit to do. I'm alert. Thank you for swinging in, Prince Peace. I appreciate the alert. This is the same. I don't understand. I've heard a lot of people say this in Simplified. This is the same shit as this. I know they're trying to put more stuff in here, but I have to click between both of them and try to navigate what the fuck's going on. I only bought the training module one because it's worth it. I usually only buy the battle pass to get the training mats. That's fair. Eventually, all the milestones will be in the command center. But for what? It's the same thing as this with a slightly different skin. Like instead of scrolling, I'm clicking between them. Like that sort of simplification is why we need to get rid of L4 training modules in Arena 4. Yeah, but there's a button there that you can click that will bring you to what you need to do. That's what this button is. Or you mean like a find situation? So if I'm doing this, and I can go to the go. Yeah, you're talking about the go button. Like, wow, okay, cool. You know where else they could have put a go button? Fucking right here. Go. Hell, go. Go. It's a waste of time. But when you say the growing pains, I will. If this move has to be made, me having to navigate between both of these is actual growing pain, and that's not real. That's not what I've been complaining about. So historically, I don't actually have a counter for room 4. I have been against it. I have not successfully won that. Pro tip: the whole game is a waste of time. That's fair. Stars After Hours, are they trying to fix the game by breaking the game again? Yeah, that's kind of what that's sort of their MO. Yes. At least I thought there was, maybe not. Yeah, I missed that. Yeah, no, it was you have to scroll down to where you're not complete. But that's what a hobby is. Exactly. 100%. And you need to be able to enjoy the hobby. The game's trying to push me to find a new hobby. And I won't, because I'm stubborn. And sometimes I like being mad. We are. Although generally enjoy your hobbies. Exactly, Midnight. But we get along. The game is currently 1 step forward, 2 steps back. 3 steps back. Okay. I really need to figure out Annihilator's Kohori Mephisto in 4. But I don't think... Yeah, there's never been something on before that. Yeah, I tried this. Mephisto Guardian, Kohori, Loki, Shadow King. And I believe I was able to two punch it, but it's a lot. Football season begins soon. Fantasy football is a nice hobby. This is a bad sign for fantasy football that I have this. I know very little about fucking football. So, there's that. Yeah, no, it's pretty bad. Okay. Me try my best to hold. Me try my best to hold. That's rugby. Sorry, I had to type it. I have no idea what the fuck you said. Me try my best to hold. That's rugby. Okay. So, hi Frost. What's up, John Jay? Welcome in. You're supposed to enjoy hobbies? Who says? Anybody have any recommendations for this room 4? I have been against this room 4, I think. I cannot. I've done Gladiator, Null, Mephisto, Kohori, Gore. And I've done Mephisto, Apoc, Kohori, Loki, Gladiator. We need a trophy for our league. We've been passing around a fantasy league winner parking sign. That's funny. Yeah, my brother bought that trophy. We pass it around every year. Star Jammers? You think? That's what I would try? Really? Still, it's a pretty big punch up. Actually, I don't know that. Star Jammers might be. Oh. Okay. Well, it's a 3. It's about a. So it's a more or less a 2.7 million punch up. You can do it! Yeah. Okay. Will Kohori not just run us? Should I drop Rocket for Kohori? Stun Kohori and ability block 3. Will I get to go first? Load in, punch yourself in the nuts. Then when you get overpowered, it won't seem so bad. Oh, I didn't even look at that. Yeah, we're overpowered across the board except for their gore. No. I think Kohori's gonna run us. Fuck it. Go for it. Whatever. Hopefully this guy doesn't even attack. Okay, so room 4, we've gone against this a few times. Annihilators, Kohori, Mephisto. We've yet to one-tap it. We're gonna try Starjammers on a 2.7 million punch-up, and we're gonna see what happens. What's up, Soem? Yeah. No, yes, before Glad Taunt, I believe. We'll see. Hoping this dude doesn't play. I just need to win 1 to stay in my league, I think. Sun Gladiator, which is the special. Right, and then we're gonna, our ability block.
I am the Watcher.
Oh, we'll only be able to put it on. Probably should have put that on. Okay. Back all. Followed. SKDMSF11, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Hit the buttons harder. That's what I'm doing wrong. Oh, Howard. Howard, stay on your feet, bud. Oh. I love how Gladiator literally spawns in the worst spot. Get him. Ugh. Is it worth cleaning this up or 3-tapping it? I'll be able to 1-tap. I'm pretty sure I can 1-tap. I'm 95,000% sure I can 1-tap. Might as well clean up. Here's the thing. With Starjammers, I can 1-tap room 6. It's Night Stalker's Emma, and I don't know if I have a good counter for them. I'm thinking about backing up. I really want to use Starjammers. What other Night Stalker's Emma counters do we have with 2 minutes? Night Stalker's Emma and 6. I think just regular Emma. The Ball King, I don't know. We have Tangled Web, Emma, Blade, and Oath. I don't know if I have Blade and Oath or not right now. Well, it's in 6. No, never mind. Yeah, no, it needs... Starjammers is usually my go-to for 6. I counter my room 6. Just those Shadow King Glory. Also, who am I cleaning up? I'm cleaning up Thanos. I'm cleaning up Gladiator, and I'm cleaning up Kahori. Oh, Naughty Apox on defense. OG Avengers walk off. I'm back. That Kahori would run me anyway. That's just what it is. Cause with that, I mean. I want to do my best to actually get Liberty, Old Man Logan. 2, I've done Superior 6, Old Man Logan. IX and 5. I don't know. From 3 is weird. Night Stalker's Emma, I would use Starjammer. I think I've gone against Astral and Feature. Oh, let me see that shirt. I have a bunch of these just like Marvel shirts like this, which just has a bunch of different characters on it. Black can be taken out using Havoc's ultimate. You have full vigilante team. I do. They're only at level 95. Nice, thank you. I threw away a bunch of my Marvel shirts. I got a bunch of holes in them. Need 2 to 105. I don't have that. See that. From above. Yeah. I use SNF on Astral and 1. That's what it was. But I don't even think I had SNF. Sure, I'm down. LDS. Did I use LDS in that first run? Did that? That worked really well. I've also used what one? I have used Immortal X-Men. Not in 1 though. Like I don't know about this Orcus Null situation. Ah! I don't know if it's my phone, but you seem lower than usual. Like I'm quieter, probably because maybe my mic's farther away. I hope that helped. Wait, they have a Kahori in 6. That's funny. They don't have Kahori in 6. They have Night Stalker's Emma in 6. Because Emma still works. Oh, John J. I see you. Yeah. What beats Absolute in Room 6? A few things. Use anything with Emma Frost. Oh, the OG. Okay. Starjammers. Oh yeah. I'm looking at this Orcus. It's different. Okay. Yeah, this is other than this, which is always a fucking problem. This is a weird thing. I'm thinking about throwing like maybe trying to do Cabal Hang. Cabal Kang, maybe Black Cat. I don't know if Black Cat's gonna help here. Kahori's totally neutered in 6. Yeah, she is. Is Kahori best in 2? I had her and Mephisto are best in 4. Thinking about trying Cabal, Kang. I don't know. I'm worried we're not gonna do enough damage. Hori will wreck anything in 2. Yeah. Starjammers in my room 6 or Vigilante. What is Vigilante counter? Everybody always brings up Vigilante. I actually have, I mean, they're not at all the way to 95, but... Not on this counter sheet. But... Alright, I'm gonna get some of these out of the way. I am gonna use Starjammers in 6. I know I can be. Vigilante would have to be a comparable level. I see you. Okay. Ooh, shit, I never stopped recording. Big one. Okay, room 6, we've got Night Stalker's Emma again, so we're gonna go at it with Starjammers as we have in the past. This is a smaller punch-up than I've done in the past, so I think should be fine. I remember an Ultimate 32 Kohori was nasty in 2, so that must still persist. But I think she was broken then. Or the room was broken. I don't know. I believe you, Corvus. Same bug. Yes, I see you. We got the revive. All things fanatic up. Problem. Wow. I should have put that up. That kind of broke. Aaron Rodgers going to be celebrating Mardi Gras this year now that Derek Carr retired. Football, sports. Wait, what did I do different? I've done this attack like... Not over yet. Not over. I feel like it's over, but it's not over yet. We're doing no damage. Hold on. What did I... Sorry, I'm actually getting mad now. What did I do wrong? I literally did the same thing to a 5.8 Night Stalker's Emma. It had to be how I started. That literally 600k difference. I one tapped that with the same attack. Oh. You attacked Untaunted Man thing. I switched to Oath. Combat cancels at each room on a show. Shut the fuck up. I don't need that. He might not even play. He might not even play midnight. Shut up. Y'all got me in a mood. I think that probably was my problem, as I specialed instead of haunted, or excuse me, ulted. This already built better. That's what it was. Is I used the special on Havoc. I don't. Yeah. I know that. Yeah, that's definitely. That should kill Oath. There we go. That is 100% what it was. I should have put that on freaking Agatha. It'll be fine. You probably just failed to adjust your expectations. Holy shit. Holy shit. Y'all are rough today. Rough. Oh god. What I wondered is, are there any other characters out there who get double passes? Next week is U16. Try them all. You get some t-shirt. Adjust. MSF merch, adjust your expectations. That's fucking brutal. That's awesome. All right, we're gonna try Immortal X-Men in 1 because I no longer have the will to live. So let's just do that. Immortal X-Men in 1 because why not? Funny. The Marvel Strike Force logo and then adjust your expectations. The antithesis to Dave's OP merch.
What the fuck, Richard?
What the fuck, Richard? I should have put that on Moondra. Ah, no, we're good. Didn't combat cancel in room 1. Damn right. Hi, Trent. Welcome in. Hi, Trent. Welcome in. What is the leaving game today arena store? It's not today. It's, it's on the I think it, or I could be wrong. I think it's on the 22nd. But in the arena store, the L4 training mats are going away. That may be my new entrance measures. What, adjust your expectation? How are y'all? Man, I've been better. Everybody's giving me shit. And it's pretty funny. But also, I'm kind of mad. Alright, with this one, we've done Superior 6, Old Man Logan a few times. Ugh. Old. Top second. That is true. Room 4, I lost, honestly. Room 6 was me fucking up. Expectations adjusted. On a scale of 1 to 10, how fun is this game for new players, if you had to say? I think new player, this is a new player game. It's catered to new players. Much more entertaining for that demographic. Alright. Have I done this big of a punch up on Liberty? 4.2, what did this look like? Oh shit, no, I haven't done one that was this big. 5.6. Didn't have Old Man Logan, but I did Cabal, Kang, Emma, and I don't currently have Cabal slated, nor Emma or kind of interested in this. So this turns into Cabal, Emma. I think we've got a shot with that team. This is a million higher punch up than I had. How often are events? Pretty constant. Pretty constant. So I've done something similar here. Yeah, define events. Yeah, that's a good point. When you're early game, there's always stuff. Try to find someone doing a campaign for it, use their link. Yeah, that's fair. That's if you're not already playing the game, is what he's talking about. Greater Krang for sure crit. All right, we got Liberty Old Man Logan in 2, and we're going in with Cabal, Kang, Emma, OG. So, 2.2 million punch up. See how we go. Contemporary quest item that is probably a week to a month long. Yeah, I know. They usually have stuff going on. You can't complete them all without paying. Is kind of the big thing right now. Bye, Old Man Logan. Oh, he's still alive. What the? There we go. Thank you, leader. Thank you for making me a liar. I really appreciate that. Needed that on the inside. Let's go try to tunnel down Joaquin and then Peggy. Made from stuff that's fuzzy. Well, I'm not an expert, but I'm gonna say that this worked. Kang did all the work. Kane was like, wait, you said it was a punch up? Nah. All games are pay to win at some point. Disagree. I play Super Mario World all the time on my Super Nintendo. And I don't have to pay a dime to beat that game. Oops. So that worked really well. And it freed up Old Man Logan, which is... So the things that's not true at all. Pokey is even better. It's pay to lose.
Would I do it again? Probably.
like the Pokemon card game. Blackjack. Oh yeah. Pay to lose. Yeah. There you go. That's good. Facing Vigilante in War has all G20, but Hit Monkey and Red Suit Chick. Red Suit Chick? Sorry, poker. Blackjack. Oh, yeah, okay, so when you said pokey, you meant to say poker. Here, Spider-Man, but I'll be right back. My music stop? Oh, it was in between. I put that in right in between songs. Like, what the hell? Just say hit and you lose money. Forgot her name. Electra? That's awesome. Okay.
Kelly from Fulton Grace Real Estate was not long for this world.
Anybody have suggestions for this room 3?
Melanie, she was a working girl. She rode our ass with moving fees. She made us pay 2 times cause we moved in twice on the very same day. Now Kelly, we got a secret. We're not letting you in on who or what or
G Avengers. Well harder. That's my recommendation. Thanks, bud. Midnight's got my back. He always has. That's my bud. You're an up and coming a real estate shark. Night Stalker's Kestrel. Night Stalker. I don't have all of Night Stalker. I have like an amalgamation on defense. I still have Mephisto, APOC, and I think yeah, I still have like some pretty nasty individuals.
How much power should someone have about where you live? Evictions during a global pandemic.
Holy shit.
I'm lucky I got a job and some stable income. Unemployment's up, we got our first trillionaire, and I wanna know how come. Wrigley Field here in Chicago, Illinois holds up roughly 40,000 people. Season tickets there cost an average of $12,000. Now you multiply that together, the richest man in the world could buy every single seat for every single game. 318 seasons long. That's doubly as long as baseball has even existed.
Punch up there. The team is crazy and the punch up is nuts. There's very little I can do with this team. I'm laying off the advice train these days. OP has made things so different. My advice has stopped working as well. Yeah, no, I know. I get it.
Maybe sometimes it takes us saying what we did.
Fighting a 250 million TCP player in war. It happens. It happens. What are some other... What are null counters? I don't even know. Illuminati, Starjammers, Illuminati, Odin Illuminati. Yeah, there's none. Odin? Any mothers in here today? My mother has COVID, so we're not saying. I will call her after a while. Okay. Whew. I don't have I think my Odin is on Odinati defense, but I have APOC, I have Null, I have Kahori. These two rooms are so wild. I was thinking about so what I was using on this, since we're parsing down what I have left, I was gonna use Phoenix Force something. Old Man Logan's available. I just don't know if he would be more useful against this Orcus situation. But Orcus's speed situation is not here. Right? LDS needs to be there for that. What these guys are here to do are be annoying. This is just a slow... Well, no, it's not a pre-time. I'm wondering if I have some sort of Old Man Logan situation in here. We can do like Phoenix Force, Tangled Web, APOC here. Maybe. And then over here we have like so Venus for hip hop. And we have old man. We could try like Mercs for Money something. It really worked out. Black Knight. I don't think I have Black Knight. Oops. I mean, I have like Sasquatch. Not the same. But he's a pre-taunt. You know? I'm really thinking this just isn't gonna happen. This is my last attempt. So when I did this before, it was Mephisto, APOC, Pahori, Loki, Gladiator. So I do have that team still. This is why you can't finish your podcast. You have no women watching you. It's a thing. That's a thing. That is 100% correct. You know, you should try taking your shirt off. Maybe that'll draw him in. Yeah, I'm sure. You start doing push-ups like cleaning agent. No shirt stream. Yeah, we're not doing that. Oh. Need to do some crunching. Alright, let's see. Any drops? Yeah, drops should be enabled. You click on that and see where you're at on the situation. But there should be drops should be this week's drops are enabled until tomorrow at 4 p.m. So yeah, you should be able to get stuff. Okay. Hold on. I like how like light wise you can see when I swap the spreadsheet. Old time you use it Liberty Ultimate. Do I have Liberty on defense? I use Liberty Ultimus. Oh, I didn't build Liberty. That's right. I don't think what I even have left. Oh yeah, I have Alpha Flight. That's right. Okay, I've used Phoenix Force Alpha Flight here. If I do that, it'll leave open my weird little. I think that'll. We'll do Phoenix Force. Do that, and then we throw in. I thought I had Sass. Go my little Sass. I don't? Wow. That's good. With the wrong Omega Red as well. Good shit. I know what I'm doing. I don't y'all wait. Only panty drops in this gen. Damn right. I got a message from Twitch that says a streamer doesn't spend enough time in game to allow drops for viewers. Is this true, Frosty? That's funny. It is. That's how most MSF streamers do. We don't play the game. MSF streamers don't play the game. We go through the menus. I'm debating on swapping out. Maybe it shouldn't be him. I don't spend enough money for drops account. He didn't say time. Guy has 10 million Astral War defense. Yeah. We'll give this a shot. I think this has a shot. I don't fucking. All right, we got Extreme X-Men in 5. We're gonna go Phoenix Force Alpha Flight, and just see what we got. Try to save some for my room too. Just your expectations. That's crazy. That's nuts. Oh my god. Alright, it's going really well so far. All according to my plan. This isn't gonna do anything to help, right? Pretty much nothing we can do to help. Heal Sunspot, I guess. I don't know if Phoenix is going to be alive long enough for me to... Dude, that was confusing. I thought she was going for Phoenix.
You get those bastards on the horn and we'll figure it out.
Plus Frosty is the only MS Reaper I watch and then get the drops. Oh, really? Nightcrawler after your counter? Yeah. Expectations adjusted. That's a nice vigilante. The new skill issue. Oh. Thinking about just fucking going for it with perk for money.
I am truth. I am passion. Lights, camera, action.
I'm trying to see. Yeah, no, this is a much bigger punch up than I've done before with Extreme X-Men. So oh wait, no, it's not. For some reason I thought they were in the 5 million. Is he? I wrote 3.9. 4. That one. Looks like I've done it with merch for money before. I think we can hit 12 million in war now. Fucking go. I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh, and Old Man Logan's up a diamond too, so maybe this is... Room 5, Extreme X-Men, work for money. Hopefully this works. Need to not all die at the beginning. Oh, I should have moved freaking Old Man Logan. I'm gonna lose because of that. I need to save him not being right by freaking Panda. Those were old times. Oh, no, I did. Got death proofs and we got a taunt. Right. Get a turn. We get a turn. We really wanted was the revive. Now Rogue will special on Old Man Logan. Well, he's got immunity, so he should be fine. Safeguard immunity. Yeah, Rogue ulted. Should be okay. Unless I'm completely fucked up. But we'll... This isn't gonna matter because it's not unavoidable. My hope there was to get rid of the dodge. Harder. New AA Rogers skit drop. Check it out. Working on a now with a guest star. Nice. Come on. I know that this is usually pretty sketchy, but usually if you can get claws out, it does most of the work. They usually. Come on, Panda Pool. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Get stunned, bitch. I know I double stunned. It's fine. It won't matter. Auto. The mercs for a money punt. Doing this is not the efficiency move. It's being able to clear the room move. There we go. Really, all we lost there was, well, we probably should have swapped out Death Pool because we're gonna need some cleaning teams. Okay. So now we're left with these two teams. So if I pick this game back up, should I start fresh or with my old account? I would suggest starting fresh. That's what a lot of maybe not content creators, but a lot of streamers have dropped their big accounts for new ones. So take with it what you will, but there's like boosted accounts and all sorts of shit for new players. Okay, what did I use? Hold on. So when I lost to this before, I used Mephisto, and they were at 7 million. Mephisto, Apoc, Kahori, Loki, Gladiator. Try it again. Mephisto, Apoc, Gladiator. Kahori. Mephisto, Apoc, Kahori, Loki, Gladiator. This is a smaller punch up than when I lost, but I was able to clean it up after I lost, so that was kind of my thought here. I might be able to hit it on the third. So we're gonna try this. So this is room 4. I've tried this counter before to no avail. This is a smaller punch up. We're just gonna see what happens. At this point, we're just throwing stuff at the wall. What doesn't work in 4, I will try in 3. I'm hoping Phoenix Force in 3 will help. That feels like something that makes sense. That feels like something that can work. I should have fucking ulted on Kahori. I already screwed up. And Kahori flipped flat. Too much safeguard in the field for this to matter. Other than the drain. She doesn't drain on her. She does. Probably should have. Every time I do something, I'm like, I should have done this. Yeah. Ugh. We're doing this to avoid the Mephisto ult. If we can take out Kahori, we should be able to clean this up. I think. That's if we can take out Kahori. Not looking like we're gonna. Ugh, hold on, Gladiator. Hold on. Ah, damn. At home. Alright, yo, time to get moving around. Good luck with CC. Thank you, Dice Towers. I appreciate you. Oh, goodbye. We'll take it. He killed Mephisto. Let's hop over to 3 and we'll throw Phoenix Force something at it. Let's see if we can get lucky. Cause I just don't know. I don't know. Oh, God. Ugh. Yeah. Oh. Thinking about throwing Red Guardian in here to have a pre-con. We'll throw in a couple people just to see if we can hit harder. Gotta be careful. As soon as somebody dies, we're fucked. That's the big thing. I don't know if Red Guardian's a big enough font. I don't know if it's worth it. Because Phoenix Force against this isn't great. With we need to have a clear Carnage before Null can put it on the field. Really trying to think of what I could do. If you have Dorm, make sure Phoenix Force comes back. I might. I don't recall. I got him on defense. I was thinking maybe we could do like Oral. Like try this and try to control Null. Astral to stop Taunt maybe so you can kill a Red Guardian first. Red Guardian? What are you talking about? This is it's an interesting combo, and I just don't know what it's gonna do. Without LDS and Scientist Supreme, it's odd having them, I think. Also, if Phoenix dies too fast, then they get speed up. That's where I'm like, Special to stop Taunt, so you may be able to kill Carnage first. I see. If we kill Carnage, it'll give us a bit of an advantage. I just don't know how much that Orcus team's gonna do. I say, let's give this a shot. Alright, we're at room 3. Very interesting defense here. We've got Sentinel, Carnage, Omega Sentinel, Null, and Nimrod. I'm not exactly sure what's gonna go here, so we're hoping for Kestrel to kind of stop the Sentinels. We're going to try to focus on Carnage and then Null and see what happens. Never seen this combo before. It's different. That's one of the cool things about Plat too, is people feel free to kind of just mess around a little bit. Probably should have put that on Null. Carnage is dead. We're gonna focus Null. We're not dead. Okay, we lost to Mega Red. But we lost him after Carnage died, so that didn't adversely affect us in a crazy way. If we can get an Omega Red turn, we might be okay. We got 0 Kestrel turns. Ooh, no shot. I think we're dead. Hold on. I wish we could like. Oh, we froze. Shit. You should special with Omega Red Phoenix on. No, I know. I said that out loud. I said that. Dude, we crashed. Do the openings, but yeah, no, yeah, we're fuck. I'm actually kind of mad. He froze. We might not even get the chance. I don't know what sort of state we froze into. Expectations adjusted, you motherfucker. God damn. Digging that knife in deep, Midnight. He hid for that, dude. He didn't talk to you in a minute. He was like, I'm gonna get him. You waited for that shit. That was mean. Holy shit. Yeah. It was all fun and games until the crash. It's all fun and games until the crash. He got a macro now. It's like pinged up for any time, like it's like thermal, and it sees when my fucking temperature rises, and when my temperature rises, it's like expectations adjusted. I'm feeling sassy, bro. I can tell. It's fine. I'm here for it. I'm hoping my man doesn't attack. He hadn't been on in 24 hours. Maybe we'll be all right. He lost his streak. He's mad. He probably quit. In a manly way. Ugh. We gotta do Prof Features. I've seen a lot walk away from losing that streak. No, I have. Yeah, I have too. Yeah, he's been on for 24 hours, so he's out of streak. One of the dumbest ideas, this streak. Yeah. Or not being able to. I think you should be. I personally think you should be able to core back your streak. That way people can pay for it. But I know they sometimes. I don't know if they always sell them. I feel like they used to sell them. Sell streak surges on like online stores. That might just be events. All right, let's see how mad we need to be. Never stopped recording. That counted. We do have Phoenix Force. Okay, try it again. Do the same thing. Did this. Just let the tokens they give out save up, and yeah, core to buy them if you're out, or get rid of it. Yeah, because I would. I mean, if I lost my streak surge, I would, and it was like, you know, it was like $5, I'd buy it. But no, not anymore. I don't spend anymore. That's how I used to spend. And be like, oh, I could buy this to get it. Nah, I don't spend enough money, so I'm not gonna spend any more now. I wouldn't buy that now. I'd just be like, oh fuck it. It's not like it's gonna help me. Okay. Lose again. Room 3. Weird Orcus. Carnage. Null. Focus Carnage. Attack Null. Do it correct. See what happens. I do think that specialing Null at the top is gonna change that significant. Hopefully enough to. Is it enough to win? I don't know. So we go here instead. We've got Null ability block, and now we can focus Carnage. Like that. And he's not going to ult on us. Get another ability block down on Null. Goodness, I don't remember Kestrel being so squishy, man. Wow. Because she's outdated. Yeah, legitimately just the Orcus group is going to screw us on this. Back on. Get Omega Red back. I don't know if this is going to be enough. We can at least kill, maybe kill Null if we get a turn. I don't know why I quit. Well, that's not helping. It's not helping. It's not helping. God damn it. Expectations chiropractic. This is bad, dude. See if this guy's logged in. Is he logged in while I'm playing? 1 day, 2 hours. Whatever, dude. Okay. That Phoenix Force obviously isn't going to work there, so I'm going to try to use them as the cleanup over here. Right now, I want to put Haas's down and just see what we can do some damage. I don't know if this is actually. Oh no! Wait, hold up. That'll help with a Gladiator. Let's just fucking run it.
Something tells me he'll find you there. Something tells me he'll find you there. I'm so tired of excuses. I'm tired of the truth being hung.
I probably should have ulted. Okay.
Honey, you know when you're all alone. About 2 a.m. when you call my phone.
We cleared it. We're not gonna be able to clear the other one though.
If you call again, I just might. Hard for me to keep singing these songs.
Yeah, there's pretty much nothing I can do here.
Oh, where did we go wrong? After a while,
Trying to think. I mean, I know there's nothing that can be done, so I'm just like, I don't know. Up 6 fucking.
something tells me he'll find you there. Something tells me he'll find you there. I'm so tired of excuses. I'm tired of the truth being hung over on.
Watch this one tap it. That'd be wild. I'm just throwing some shit at the wall. We're just gonna get done so we can see if he. I know he hasn't attacked because he hasn't been on it over 24 hours, so we're just seeing what happens at this point. Throwing some shit at the wall. White. Oh wait, I actually didn't think it was gonna kill anybody right away like that.
I'm so tired
Is this team doing better than the other teams? Yes. Yes, it is. Honestly, running in with this first probably wouldn't have been... if running in with this first, I probably could have beat on a 2-tap. I'm surprised at actually how much that did. Because, I mean, it wasn't any different than, like, Phoenix Force. Right? I think, yeah, in needing a sack, I think that's a good sack. Yeah, when he's at 0 for sure, unless he... Hopefully he still takes a couple hours. Alright. Collect some stuff. Okay. Big flame. What the hell? Game crash again? There we go. Lord. Okay, great. So we can swap to Prof Features. Ugh. Okay, let's do this. Alright, I'm gonna run to the restroom so I don't have to go in the middle of this. Then we're rolling. So just give me 1 second. We're gonna hop into this. I'm gonna pick better music when I get back. I'll be right back. Just realized I need to do a puppy reveal at the end of the stream. Oh wait, I swapped to the wrong thing. Okay, here we go. Where am I? Feature. Okay. Oops. Right. And we shall begin. What is up, guys? Frosty Aussie here today for another Frosty Features. This is a feature that I've had started for I think almost a year now. Finally, with his blog post release of his description from the blog post, he actually gets his turn in the rotation. He's still pretty relevant, I would say. So here we are, finally, Frosty Features Professor X, the longest time coming of pretty much any character in Marvel Strike Force. If you haven't been here, what this is a comic book background on the tunes that you use in Marvel Strike Force, and I am your humble guide through the pages past. According to Scopely, I updated the background because I was tired of the white line on the side, so here it is. This is the blog post description describing who a character is that Scopely provides us when a new character comes out. What I'm going to do is read this to you, and then we will rate this at the end of the feature. So, with that, who is Professor X? Born with one of the most powerful mutant minds on Earth, Charles Xavier discovered his extraordinary telepathic abilities at a young age, allowing him to read, influence, and control the thoughts of others. Driven by a vision of peace between humans and mutants, he founded the X-Men and dedicated his life to protecting his kind while fighting for coexistence. But as the world's hostility towards mutants escalated, Xavier abandoned old dreams and forged a new path, uniting mutant kind under the sovereign nation of Krakoa, where he now leads with a bold and unwavering strategy for their survival. So that is the blog post description that was provided. We will rate that later. With that, this is the Professor X we all wanted. It's not the one we got, but it's the one we wanted. Name: Dr. Charles Xavier. First appearance in X-Men #1 all the way back in 1963. Power/abilities: telepathy. Against a lot of common knowledge, Professor X, Charles Xavier, his only actual power is telepathy. In earlier comics, he does have low-grade telekinesis, but he hasn't used it in like 30 years. And he was very bad at it, and it never actually worked, right? So that's a big thing. Aliases: no duel. He really just goes by Professor X or Charles Xavier. He doesn't have a whole bunch. He's very open about who he is and what he's doing and what his aims are, because he is he is a political activist. So everything he does is at face value. He's not hiding his face, etc., which he does now, right? The in-game version with the Cerebro helmet, he is sort of, but at the end of the day, he doesn't create many aliases because he is who he is, and who he is important, and he kind of wears that as a badge. Affiliations: if X is in the team, he's affiliated, right? Even if he's not even over the team or he's dead at the time, X stands for Xavier. All X teams, so X-Men, Excalibur, New X-Men, all of the X-Force, all of them, X-Factor. I don't know why I keep trying to name them. There's a lot, so ultimately, if it's got X in it, he's involved. He also has a short stint in being involved with Orchis before they go on a big mutant killing spree. We talked about in a few different Frosty Features. And of course, a very reputable member of the Illuminati, as portrayed not only in the comics, but also in one of my least favorite Marvel movies there is. Moving on. Background: he's a New Yorker. Always has been a world traveler New Yorker. 5 PhDs. Going to schools like Harvard and Oxford. Very well-educated individual and a civil rights activist as far as mutant kind goes. Who died? Can't be a superhuman, you can't be a superhero, supervillain without somebody dying, and in his case, it was his parents and technically his sister. Well, not technically his sister, she actually dies. So, he was born, and he had a twin sister that was stillborn at birth. We'll talk a little bit more about that. in a bit, but he had a twin sister that most of us know who that is by now. Deadpool and Wolverine's very popular movie, and she's she's the main antagonist in it, Cassandra Nova. So for him to become who he is, it depended heavily on the death of his parents and his sister. He has his powers inherently, but for him to be molded into the person he's to become, to, you know, go to college, get all these degrees, join the military, the vague military, nothing specific, and then also travel the world and start assembling the X-Men, we need his early stuff to go on. These deaths affect him greatly. And once again, we will hit that in more detail. Telekinesis. So as I stated before, a big misconception that people like to post online for some reason. A lot of people like to post about stuff they don't know online. We all have been there. Anyway, people are like, well, if Professor X can move things with his mind, why can't he make himself walk? Because he can't, right? He's a telepath, not telekinetic. There is comics where it shows he has a low-grade telekinesis, but it's so small that he wouldn't even be able to pull that off on his own. Also, in reference to his paralysis that most of us are aware of, in the history of comics, he actually walks more than he is in the chair. It just so happens that in the zeitgeist, so in the movies and in the animated series, we only really see the wheelchair-bound Professor X, but because of how often he dies, he gets a new clone body, all of a sudden he can walk. Oh, he puts on the Cerebro helmet, which lets his psionic abilities are able to, or excuse me, he uses tech to reaffirm his spine so he can walk. Like, there's all these reasons why he can and can't walk. Alternate universe, he loses his psionic powers but regains the ability to walk. All of these things. So actually, throughout the history of comics, as of this recording date, he has walked more than he has rolled. So interesting little fact that a lot of people may not know about Professor X. The iconic Baldy, as Professor X is, in certain things, very much right now, one of the bigger things that you could reference to is One Punch Man. Professor X is so telepathically powerful, he lost all his hair. And that's canon, that's from the 60s. And a very weird thing, but that is why he's bald, and that is why Cassandra Nova's bald. And in One Punch Man, that's kind of why Saitama's bald. He trains so hard his hair falls off, right? So just so powerful, hair cannot exist, which is how you know when we get to our power level scaling, this right here is why I'm a regular human being level. Okay. Also, another thing I want to point out that I feel like gets lost in translation about Magneto and Professor X. This is my hot take, and how there's books on this and documentaries and things like this, but I do want to point it out. Professor X and Magneto are made to reflect Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X respectively, right? So Malcolm X being Magneto, the separation of humans and mutants, Malcolm X, they need to be able to coexist. Professor X. This has changed greatly in the recent years with Professor X, as the blog post alluded to, his ideals changing, and also we have a third mutant kind pusher, which ends up being Cyclops. But originally, essentially, mutants were made so white people could understand racism, right? So this was actually a big push for the civil rights movement. As you can see, X-Men #1, 1963, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was a really big deal. This led up to that, and like I said, it very much was like hey, white people can read this and understand, like maybe, hopefully, somehow be able to put themselves in the shoes of these people that have other, of these people that are going through this like really negative thing. So X-Men and comics back then, the way they were just made on such an interesting and like progressive foundation, because looking back at it, it's always easy to look back at things that used to be progressive and be like, oh yeah, well, yeah, that's really problematic now or whatever, but this was originally built on a very noble cause. So, and I really wanted to point that out. So just very important thing to note. So yes, moving forward, relationships. Professor X has been around forever. He's extraordinarily important in the Marvel Universe as a whole, and he's, like I said, responsible for all the X teams. All the mutants essentially go through Charles Xavier one way or the other, so I had to parse this down a lot. And I had to go back. I've never rewritten the relationship so many times for one character. So these are mostly people we're going to talk about today, one way or the other, or we have referenced heavily recently. So Brian and Sharon Xavier are his birth parents. Sharon Xavier Marco, before she dies. Kurt and Kane Marco are a step family. So Kurt Marco being a stepfather, Kane Marco being the Juggernaut is his stepbrother, Cassandra Nova being a sister, Liliandra Naramani, ex-wife. We just recently did the Starjammers, Lilandra Frosty Features, so definitely check that out. David Haller, Legion, Xander Naramani, Charles Xavier II are his kids, and then Moira. I almost didn't put her on here because her freaking stuff. Moira McTaggart. I've talked about it in a couple Frosty Features. She is the retcon queen. Everything that is said about her ever gets rewritten some way, at least once. So the I didn't want to put her in here at all, but she's so hard to avoid when you talk about Professor X. So there she is, Moira McTaggart, ex-fiance, and we'll talk about her. Ultimately, she was written as a heavy plot point for Charles Xavier. They date, they break up, come back together, then she dies, and she ends up being a mutant, and then they rewrite a bunch of history. It's crazy. The sliding Marvel timeline gets really convoluted, and especially with things like, because Professor X is so influential, as many times as they tried to mess it up, it kind of stands by itself. But Moira's entire existence is a mess up. She's a cool character, and she is very influential, has really cool stuff, but holy crap, tracking that down's nuts. If she comes to Marvel Strike Force, I'm not going to say I'm going to skip her, but it'll be like me trying to tell Kang's storyline, and I have no idea where to start. So there we are. With that, notable events. We're going to talk about Professor X's origin because I never hear anybody talk about it. So one of the big things I want to talk about his origin. Starting off, when I say origin, I mean it. So in-Utero, we find out that Professor X has already manifested his mutant abilities. So anybody that knows mutants at all, typically mutants manifest their abilities when they are teenagers under a stressful condition. In Xavier's situation, he was he was conceived, turned into a little cell who already had psychic abilities. These psychic abilities attracted the attention of these things. I always forget the names of them. Mumudrai. There you go. The Mumudrai, which are an alien parasite that feed on psychic energy, right? And what the Mumudrai do, they invade the uterus in which that Xavier happens to be in currently, and creates a clone copy of him, right? So this is where his twin sister has manifested in Cassandra Nova. And while they are still in the fetus, they end up having a psychic battle situation. And the psychic power that Charles Xavier exudes is so bad that it causes his mother to have a miscarriage, in which a stillborn Cassandra Nova is born. His sister is dead. And so she is dead, and then he is born a little bit after her. A healthy baby boy situation. So Cassandra Nova, from this dead clump of cells that comes out, that is Cassandra Nova, she is reborn through alien tech, and then Cassandra Nova. That's how we get Cassandra Nova in the Marvel Universe, right? So then we have little baby Xavier born to Brian and Sharon, and things are going swimmingly. They're in New York, and then Brian gets a job at a genetics lab in Alamogordo. I don't know if I wrote it down. In New Mexico, in a genetics research lab. I didn't write it down. So he is out here working, and he's working with Kurt Marco and Nathan Milbury, which Nathan Milbury is one of the many aliases of Mr. Sinister. And so what they think they're doing basic genetic research, and what they're actually doing is doing research on mutants so that Mr. Sinister can inherit their bodies so that he can maintain his immortality. It's a whole thing. But in this situation, they're out and about, and a lab accident happens, as it always does in Marvel Comics in the 60s, and Brian dies in an explosion. Sharon mourns the loss, and Kurt Marco, one of the lab, other people working in the lab that happen to survive, steps in and consoles her and ends up marrying Sharon. But lo and behold, Kurt Marco's kind of a dick, and he likes to beat his child, Kane Marco, and also he's now beating Sharon Xavier, and also Charles himself, right? So he loses his temper, etc. So this, coupled with alcoholism, coupled with depression, Sharon dives, and ends up dying of a broken heart, right? So that leaves Xavier with his step family. At one point overhearing, so Kane is a few years older than Xavier. He overhears Kane accuse Kurt. So he goes up and he's like, hey, I need money. And Dad's like, I'm not gonna give you money, you spoiled little brat. And he said, he's like, you need to earn money, is what he says. He's like, you don't just get money, you earn money. And he said, did you earn your money? Because also the Xaviers were rich, right? So there's the implication that he married for money. They're like, did you earn your money by killing Brian? So how is that any different than just taking what you want? And then Kurt's like, dude, I didn't kill him. And then Xavier, as a child, steps in and is like, what do you say about my dad? And then a scuffle kerfuffle ends up happening, and we spill a bunch of lab chemicals, and an explosion happens. And in this explosion, everybody survives. Kurt is the only one left conscious, right? And he makes the conscious decision to grab Xavier, to grab Kane, and drag them out of the burning lab, the burning house. And outside, he succumbs to smoke inhalation, but not before warning Charles Xavier, hey, don't tell Kane that you are a mutant, because as if you haven't seen Frosty Features Zombie Juggernaut, or you just don't know, Juggernaut's not a mutant. He is mystic powered, and we actually go into his origin in detail in the Zombie Juggernaut, where him and Xavier end up finding the Gem of Sidorak and etc. Ultimately, at this point, he dies. Kane and Xavier are around each other for a little while, but as Kane starts to catch on to Xavier's powers, they start to kind of pull apart, and Xavier starts to excel in high school. Kane doesn't, and ultimately they separate from each other overall and over time. This leads Professor X to so he uses his mental powers to be really good at football, because he can see everybody's strategies around him or whatever. And anyway, he's wicked smart. One of the best. He's part of the Illuminati, one of the best minds in the Marvel universe. So he goes to Harvard, he goes to Oxford, getting PhDs in things like biology, some form of genetics, anthropology, all sorts of five PhDs. Not all at once. He goes back to school, and then he also joins the military to be able to kind of prove something. And then past that, he decides that if anybody that actually knows the story, I'm skipping specifically the Moira McTaggart part, but we're gonna have to come back to her later anyway. So he after the military, he decides that he wants to explore the world and just experience things, right? So we talked in the my Shadow King feature, we talked about how he met Storm. Ultimately, in his travels, he meets a lot of different mutants. The first evil mutant he meets is Shadow King, and we talk about that meeting in depth in Frosty Features Shadow King, so check that out if you're interested. But on his trips, some of the people that he ends up meeting, I wrote it down that way, are he finds Storm, so that's the one I'm talking about for Shadow King. And then he also meets Magnus. So Magnus ends up being our situation with I'm gonna pause for just a second. Real Bubba Hotep with a massive raid. Thank you so much, my guy. We're in the middle of a frosty feature, but I really appreciate the raid, my guy. I hope that your stream went well. Hello. TTV Gamers 34, thank you so much for the follow. Mensa Boy 59, thank you so much for the follow. Holy crap, y'all. Welcome in. You came right in the middle of a frosty, my little section called Frosty Feature. So, hello, Bridge. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So what this is, I'm glad I saw that. Thank you so much, Real Bubba Hotep, fellow Arkansan, my guy. So what this is, I do comic book backgrounds on Toons and Marvel Strike Force. So I finally got around to doing Professor X because I had to wait for the blog post description of him come out, and then I had to get through Starjammers first. I do them in order. Awesome as always. Glad to catch you on. But yeah, thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate the raid. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so we did Cosmic Crucible. It was kind of sad. We'll wait and see if we win. Our opponent hasn't been on in over a day, so hopefully we hold on. We do have drops enabled, so there's that. And yeah. Cool. So with that, I'm gonna hop back into where we were. We're talking about the origin of Professor X to catch you up. So we just got to where what I'm talking about is him meeting Magnus. So him meeting Magneto. So I'm gonna start there. So here we go. Cool. Okay, yeah, so he meets Magnus. So one of the things I want to point out about him meeting Magnus, that I find really interesting, him meeting Magneto. So this is before he's Magneto. So as he's traveling, he's being philanthropic, right? So he's trying to help people as he goes. He has a lot of money from his parents' death and things like that. So he has the privilege and the ability to be able to move around to these different places. And he's aiding Holocaust survivors at a hospital. And he meets Magnus there volunteering to help with this situation. Then the hospital gets attacked, and they both fight off the attack of Hydra. And that's how they both find out that they are both extremely powerful mutants, and they start their very long friendship that also turns into a rivalry, etc. Another pause. Eterna 5X, Eterna 5-8. Thank you, 5-8. Eterna 5-8. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate you. What's up? All nice to meet you. Just woke up. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I will edit around this. I'm very excited for everybody to be here. Cool. But anyway, a cool little anecdote about him meeting Magneto, and that's actually how their friendship starts. And they're friends for a long time. The last big thing that he does, and the most important, I think it's every 7 days, Eterna. I think it's every Monday at 4 p.m. But maybe I'm wrong. Double check. Anyway, the last encounter he has, he runs into an alien that goes by the name of Lucifer. And Lucifer is enslaving people and mutants and such to use them as slaves for his alien race. So Charles Xavier steps in to stop him, and he is very successful in doing so. But Lucifer's attempt to escape, they are inside his castle, and Lucifer decides to bring his castle down behind him as he's running away. And in this, Charles Xavier is buried under a pile of rubble. And this is where the lower part of his spine is severed, and he loses his ability to walk initially, right? So this is how he ends up getting in the chair, and that's how we get the Professor X we're all aware of. And then moving forward, because I've covered a lot of the more recent, the early 2020s. I guess we're far enough into it to call it that. But I've covered a lot of those X-Men comics about the Arakko and Krakoa and things like that. So that's the version of Professor X we have in game. So I'm going to talk about Krakoa in a second in sort of its origins, kind of. But know that version of Professor X is he is able to walk, etc. But I'm just kind of going off of what we as like common media intakers go off of on like what we know, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna interrupt it one more time. I'm just reading. I know I never. What's up, Vader Growlo? It's the only time I've seen you interrupt Prof X Features. That was a big raid. So, I wanted, that's the time. Like, right now, it's the time, right? That was a good stopping point. I'll edit through this stuff, but, it's just, I wanted to say hey and explain to everybody what I was doing, because if, with a raid, like, he raided with 128 people, just raid like that, and then it's just like, I just sit, I don't know. I don't want to be there and just keep going and just ignore chat. I just want to be like, hey, like, I talk to chat and stuff. Just these features I usually don't. But that's awesome. So it's fine. Moving on. So the next one we're going to talk about is Krakoa. Very specifically, what we're going to talk about is I feel like as a comic book collector, one of the things I see more often than not that people are talking about is Giant Size X-Men #1. It's the white one, and it's when we get the first new team of X-Men, so like Colossus, Havoc, etc. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna talk about. I was gonna do Deadly Genesis, but I ended up backing off and just sticking with Giant Size X-Men #1 because I think it does some cool stuff and it introduces some cool stuff, and it's definitely worth the read. It's not something you could just pick up, obviously. But there are many reprints, Marvel Unlimited, etc. So there's a lot of ability to read it. So what we're gonna talk about is Giant Size X-Men #1. So with that, Xavier is using the Cerebro. He's looking through the world, and he finds this powerful being, a mutant that has immense power, and he's like, assemble my X-Men. And his X-Men that assemble at this current time is Cyclops, Angel, Iceman, Marvel Girl, Polaris, and Havoc. And they all come together and they're like, what's up, Daddy-O? And he's like, there's a mutant on this island, and the mutant is extraordinarily powerful. Let's go meet him. Let's go find him, meet him, see who it is. This is going to be a good time, y'all. And they're like, let's do it, Daddy-O, because that's how you talked in the 70s, right? I assume this is in the 70s. I didn't backtrack that. Let me know in the comments. But, so they take off and they go to the island of Krakoa. In arriving at the island of Krakoa, they find a temple in the center of the island, and a giant monster appears. And all of our X-Men join together and do their best to thwart said giant monster. But it turns out the giant monster is the reading that Professor X was able to pick up. And all of the X-Men fail and are captured, right? So, with this, Professor X becomes immediately aware by using Cerebro, because that's what he does, right? He sits at home and he watches via, Skype. Right, he's got his psychic Zoom meeting on, and he's watching everything go down, and he sees that everybody's captured, everybody's pulled away, whatever, and he's like, crap, that was all my X-Men at current time, right? So what am I gonna do about this? So he goes to Moira McTaggart, can't avoid her. He goes to Moira McTaggart, and lo and behold, all along, conveniently for this comic, she had been training her own set of mutants. So what he does is he's like, hey, Moira, we need these guys to come in and save the X-Men. So could you do it for us, please? That'd be pretty cool. So this group of individuals, the very, very famous individuals, include Sway, Petra, Darwin, and Vulcan, right? So before actually looking at this, I only knew who Darwin and Vulcan were because Vulcan's actually pretty predominant, I would say, in the comics. But Darwin I just think Darwin's super cool, and the other two I didn't even know existed, Sway and Petra. But anyway, so they send them out, and they're like, this is gonna be great. We're gonna go save the day. And they're all killed immediately by this giant thing, except for, well, they're all killed. But what they're able to do is they're able to get into the temple, and they find out that all the X-Men are alive, and they get Scott Summers, of course. They get Cyclops out of these vines that are sticking. This dude also looks like a giant man thing, by the way. But they release Scott Summers. They all try to make an escape, and all of them are killed. And during this time, it's like, because Vulcan is one of the Summers, right? He's Alex and Scott's brother, right? It's Gabriel Summers. And they find that out, and they reconcile, and all this stuff. And so only Cyclops is able to make it off the island. Everybody else is killed. We find out later that Vulcan's not killed in Second Genesis. Like I said, I was thinking about talking about Second Genesis. We find out Vulcan's not killed like way later. But spoiler alert, he's not. But that's the end of his story right here. But Scott's pulled off the island. And Professor X was like, that was pretty traumatic. I'm going to erase all of your memories that you just experienced with those guys that just got myrtleized, even though the other guys were, captured. These ones were myrtleized. I'm going to erase your memories, and all you're going to remember is that there's a giant monster we need to take care of. Sound good, Scott? And Scott's like, I'm a dick. Yes. It wasn't consensual, but that's what actually would have happened if you talked to him, because once again, if you're not following any Frosty Features, spoiler alert, Cyclops is a dick. Anyway, so with this, Professor X is like, well, it seems like this Krakoa dude monster thingy did not kill our X-Men, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna travel the world and find new X-Men. So he and Scott Summers, instead of they go the long route on a rescue, because imagine searching Cerebro going around the world to collect new X-Men. So that's what he does. So through this is how we get Nightcrawler, Wolverine, Banshee, Storm, Sunfire, Colossus, and Warpath as the new X-Men. So on Giant Size X-Men, this is the team that we see. This is the team that is assembled, and they go back to Krakoa. They start the fight. They all unite together to use their powers to fight Krakoa, and they lose. They're losing really bad. But this time, Professor X is ready for them to lose, and he's like, I'm gonna give you battle plans, and you're gonna do this this way, and it's gonna go better. And they're like, yes, sir. And he's like, okay, this isn't working either. I'm gonna have to psionically attack this thing. So then it becomes an astral plane psionic attack between Professor X and Krakoa, while there's a physical battle going on where Professor X is also relaying information. That's how powerful he is. So he is the most powerful telepath, right? There is debate there, but there's not that much. He is, as far as telepathy goes, he's about as powerful as you get in the Marvel Universe. So as he's doing his psionic struggle with Krakoa, the physical one goes like this. He's like, Storm, what I need you to do is create a big storm, and it's gonna be amazing. And then all the waves try to knock things loose. And then Polaris, Lorna Dane, he's like, you need to reverse the polarity of the island. So essentially they try to throw the island into space, right? Lots of power there. Polaris plus Storm never equals a good thing for anybody, and you're kind of surprised. They pretty much duo destroy this thing, no problem. Not destroy it, but forcefully relocate into space together. And Professor X is able to end to beat him psionically, and this is how we actually beat Krakoa and retrieve the original X-Men that were part of Plant Food stuff. It's wild. Check it out. Marvel Unlimited or some sort of reprint, unless you're really looking to drop some cash on that Giant Size X-Men number. Anyway, so those are the notable events. There we are. From there, Marvel Strike Force doesn't care about power levels, but here on Frosty Features we do. Now, the way that this works, if you are a multiversal threat, that means you can end all realities, not just your reality, but all of the multiverse at a whim. Universal means that you can end your universe, maybe then hop on over to another universe and end that one. Cosmic means you have power on the small end, on a planetary scale, being able to take out things like solar systems or galaxies with enough time and effort. Nuclear means you have power equivalent to that of a nuclear bomb, leveling things like small cities or up to a planetary size body with enough time and effort. Once again, super soldier means that you are beyond all human capabilities, being able to take out things like a brick wall or leveling a city block. City means that you are somebody that is human equivalent, but trained to the absolute and utter peak of human ability. Think Olympic level athletes. In Marvel, we have a lot of CIA agents, mercenaries, ninja, and such at this level. And then there's Greg. Greg is the undead Asgardian that is spawned by Hela in Marvel Strike Force, and without an Undying team to back him up, Greg is not a problem at all. So, due to undead Asgardian physiology, just because I like to make the argument, Greg is equivalent to that of a regular human being. So, I... as a regular human being who is currently pursuing a PhD, am sitting in one of my PhD classes, and I am trying to learn. I am surrounded by books, textbooks. So screw it, we're in a library, and I'm trying to study, and I'm reading the X-Men omnibus of the full story of X-Men, no take backsies, retconnable, etc. Is the name of the book. And in comes Greg, looking to stir some trouble. He'd been looking for me since last week, and he knew it was time. So he bursts into the library, and each of us armed with our own book, me holding this wicked-sized omnibus, and him holding 2 different versions of Webster's Dictionary from 1983, go head to head in a battle, and I, as a regular human being, could theoretically, and do theoretically, best Greg. So, with that, Greg equals that of a regular human being. Frosty rules, Greg drools. Anyway, with that, Professor X, where does he end up on the scale? As I said, Marvel's strongest telepath. Extreme power on this one. And all his morals really stop him from being a absolute utter threat. He's an alpha level mutant, but a mega level telepath, right? So he's as strong as it gets, right? He can pretty much get on a planet and be like, and all of you kill yourselves, and they will, right? That's how powerful he is. So that on itself is a planetary scale feat. He's one of the only people that I'm going to argue is on a cosmic level, but actually can't do any physical blasts, right? He could decimate a planet without hurting the planet, right? He could be the craziest, Captain Planet type situation, right? So with that, and his powers can even go a little bit higher than that. The fun thing with Professor X, because he has no physical strength, there's an argument to be made that he's Greg, but with his telepathic powers, his absolute and utter strength in that capacity, he can level an entire planet. Easy. Just with no violence, honestly. They could all hug pillows really hard, you know? You never know. That got real dark real fast. Anyway, according to Scopely, this description's alright. It's really hard when you got a character from 1963 that has been prevalent the entire time he's been around. Professor X, in another little comic book nougat for you, X-Men was by far the most famous comics in the 90s. It was one of the only reasons why Marvel was able to stay around. So from 1963 all the way to modern day, Professor X has been consistent in runs. Even when he dies, he always comes back or has some sort of influence. Whereas things like Captain America have been around since the 40s, Namor, things like that, they have long periods of time where they're not around, right? There's runs where they're gone, or that writers don't have them, or somebody took the IP away for a while, whatever. Professor X has been part of the Marvel zeitgeist from the beginning and still going. So honestly, he's probably the character that I have covered that has the most stuff on him. So as far as writing a description, this is pretty decent. I would argue that it's saying that he's one of the most powerful mutant minds. He is the most powerful mutant mind, but also that's really splitting hairs. I really think as far as writing a description, this is about as good as you can get for somebody that has such a storied background. I've went 35-ish minutes on just talking about 2 events in his very long career. We didn't even break out of the things I just talked about. We didn't even break out of the 70s, right? So there's a lot there. He is quite an influential character. And of course, his effect on Marvel Strike Force as of this recording date hasn't even really been felt by everyone yet, as our Krakens are really the only people enjoying Professor X at current moment. But he will start trickling in to our arena shards and Cosmic Crucible battles soon. So stay tuned and buckle in, people. That is Frosty Features, Professor Xavier. It was a long time coming. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments below your favorite Professor X moments, or if I got anything wrong, or any MSF thing you'd like to know, see, whatever content, whatever. Just hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube, where it doesn't cost you anything but a couple of clicks. And as a reminder, I stream on YouTube and the link above on Twitch Sunday mornings, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, where we do Frosty Features live. I hope that you all enjoyed this. I hope that you all have a fantastic week, and most importantly, y'all, Stay cool. So those of you who rated in, that's the second half of our Frosty Features. All right, okay, I'm gonna catch up here. Vandergrello, hey, is this the only time I've ever seen you? Yeah, Frosty Features, Pokecheck. It's like all this has been caught. Omega Mutant is my guest. Frosty is a Greg. That's the first time I've actually heard somebody say something like that's funny. And actually, this. Oh no, I was about to say Midnight Rude. I was gonna say this is the first time I didn't say Greg is better than Frosty. Omega Mutant is my guest. Frosty's Greg. He's bringing Encyclopedia Britannica. I don't know why I went with Webster's Dictionary. 1983 is very specific. It must have been difficult to find 2 dictionaries. That's after I said it, Max Carnage. I had that. I was like, was Webster's even a thing? Like, that's. I just threw a freaking just random thing out. Greg is better than Frosty. Stay Frosty. Professor X has the power to adjust expectations. Okay. All right. I see you. Okay. All right. So that's we're lagging. That's where that is right now. I hope that was fun. We'll stop the recording there. I have a lot of editing to do on that one, but that is okay because I really, really appreciate the raid. Beautiful. I think we're gonna look at for somebody to raid out too. We have already played through the game as much as we can. As a reminder, is nobody on? No shot. Where's Sen? Is Sen off for like the week or something? That's wild. Raid Fost. Who's Fost? I don't see anybody. It must be somebody I'm not following. What? Commander Frost? I must not be following him. Or here, let me just look at Marvel Strike Force. Is this a joke? I don't understand because ain't nobody on. I mean, well, and I just got my own drops here, so that's good. Does he play Marvel Strike Force, boss? Old man gaming badly. He's a friend of me and Bubba, former MSFer. Let's do it. Sen's gonna get on right when I do this too. I know he will. Alright, I just followed him. I'm surprised Sen. Yeah, usually Sen is on right now. Here, you know, let me hit him up on Discord. I'd rather the drop raid train not end. And I'm not like super pressed for time right now, so like I just don't have anything to do on Marvel Strike Force. I can vamp. I can say, and maybe some of my people. I saw Bendy in here. People are. You need to be right now. We need to be focusing on 8 hour. Get these as much as you can because these are going away. Everything went dark. Oh, you can't see my mouse. The L4 training modules in the arena store are going away as of March 22nd, I believe. And then also, I forget what it is. Maybe somebody in chat can correct me. Something about the elite credits, raid credits are going away, right? So one of these orbs, I think, are disappearing. So we need to pop those. So these are things that we need to watch for. I still need to do it. I was just sort of waiting a little bit. Cause I'm crazy. Yeah, I think we'll maybe I'll vamp. We can figure something out. I got a feeling he's coming. Real quick. Stand Raven. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Yeah. Alright, I just sent a message. Oh god, everything is we almost crashed. That was crazy. Alright. Pull up my little raid thing. We can play a something. We can play a something. Yeah, it looks like nobody said anything. I could try to find the blog post situation where it says it. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff going away, so you gotta watch your ass. It's March 22nd. I do know that. But yeah, outside of that, we've lost or I don't know. I don't think hoping this dude did. Yeah, he's still. We had a really rough Cosmic Crucible this time, y'all. Real rough. Real rough. So there's that. Yeah, we'll just hang out for a second. We'll figure something out. Oh no. I almost screwed everything up. Okay, let's just find something to do. I can whine and complain about orbs. Or I can whine and complain about what was the thing we were complaining about again? I forgot. There's plenty. There's a lot going on. Here, yeah, I'll Google what it is I'm supposed to be mad about. We'll look at the last blog post situation and see if it's got where the things are going away. If anything, don't raid Mary. I'm not raiding Mary Milky. No, I know not to do that. We'll get online and we'll see this out real quick. Be mad at Mary Milk Me. Okay, so we're gonna go to updates. I want to try to find these things that are going away. Yeah, I think it's in this one. Recent blog, we shared a snapshot of important upcoming dates for our current. Hold on, where's this? May 22nd. Hold on. Conversion process. We want to share additional dates and details you should be aware of to help you manage your resources as the Intel store rolls out, leading up to currency conversion day. We started that from May. We stated that May 1st to 21st, the sources of several store currency will change to Intel. We have finalized details of these dates, which you can see below. May 11th, raid season rewards. So that's today. So I don't actually think, and there's nothing to be done with that one, I don't think. Cosmic Crucible Ultimate 16 season rewards, Cosmic Crucible League and Knockout rewards. I don't think you have to do anything specific for these. War season rewards. Oh, no. Okay. Hold on. I see. So raid season rewards are the elite credits, I believe. Right? They're just written poorly. Yeah, Crimson Gear raid orbs will no longer be purchasable using elite raid credits. You can still use elite raid credits to purchase these orbs before the conversion happens. So this is the time to buy the Crimson Gear raid orbs with the elite credits. That's the thing I was thinking of. Arena orbs will be moved from the game entirely. You can still purchase these orbs with arena credits before the conversion happens. Initially, we had planned to move them to the Intel store, but we decided it would be best not to encourage players to use Intel on these orbs. The character shards available in this orb can be obtained in the arena store and using shop credits. So get rid of that orb. We're removing L4 training modules from the arena store. This is the thing I don't fucking understand and I hate. That's some bull. So that's why we're trying to get those right now. War credits and elite war credits purchasable in the war store using a line will be removed. War credits and elite war credits purchased in the war store using alliance credits. I'm actually not familiar. That's not the thing I meant to turn off. I'm actually not familiar what that's referring to. War credits. Oh, down here. Okay, yeah, if that affects you. Namely, I think for me, it'll be these the orbs, right? This Crimson Gear Raid orb for this. This is the monster, right? You need to stop them damn kids skateboarding down the sidewalk. Exactly. You know what it is. You know. You get it. You understand. So let's I think it's probably safe to go ahead and pop these. We do need all this stuff. Granted, it'll take 2 seconds. I don't really use those for anything else anyway. Lovely. All the Crimson Gear. Content. Nothing like orb opening content to keep the vibes going. Master Diamond Orb. That moment when I literally have no idea what this is. We automatically get 3. 2 diamonds. I'll take it. He's a star jammer. Doing the best content. You can run marbles, Frost, if you want. My freaking computer will crash. We've tried this. It didn't work very well. I do like marbles, though. It might be fine if I, like, turn off everything else, but I also need to open these orbs, you know? We can complain about the state of the world. I saw Thunderbolts. I recommend watching Thunderbolts. I also recommend Daredevil Born Again. Run 5 hours of marbles like Bendy. Oh my god. I don't know if I can do 5 hours. My wife's probably already about ready to kick in the door and come in here. Oh, I can show my puppies. I forgot. I haven't shown them on stream yet. Hold on. Let's reveal puppies. I've referenced them in all of my freaking videos. Hold on. We're gonna do a puppy reveal. Okay, puppy reveal. Here we go. Your breath. 3. These are the new puppies. This is Nala. This is Coda. Nala, this one, the one that's squirming, is a she is a lab shepherd mix and obviously tired. Coda has a unibrow. All that matters. He is a blue healer corgi mix. So very different pups, but they're both about 7 weeks old, and they're almost exact same size, and they like to fight a lot, which I thought that was Disney names. Yes, they are Disney names. Nala from Lion King and Coda from Brother Bear. What the hell did you just do? This one was stuck on this one for some reason, but this is they are interchangeably chill and not chill. This one likes to be fucking crazy all the time, and then this one's chill, and then if this one happens to get tired and be chill, this one's fucking crazy all the time. Yeah, I know you don't have to tell me. Well, there's other people. I don't know. But yes, outside of Marvel, we also are a Disney family, so it's a thing. It's a thing. But yeah, so they're still really little and really hard to train, and they pee everywhere, and wake me up constantly throughout the night. But when I missed the stream a little while ago, it was the first night we had this one, and then the next week my wife went to an event and bought this one. So they are new to the MSF community, obviously. Nala's actually better at this game than I am, since we all watched that. So anyway, they're little cuties. They have puppy breath. We took this one to the vet because of how bad the puppy breath was on this one. Coda's got regular gross breath, but Nala apparently just keeps wanting to yawn on Coda's face. Dogs make taking vacation hard unless you have some amazing house sitters. Yeah, yes, that's true. I had a dog that passed in October. So we have our vet also boards, and then also my brother sometimes will watch the dogs, and then we also have a coworker that said she might be willing to like house sit, come hang out with the dogs. But these guys, as stressful as puppies are, they also are a big de-stressor for me. And we like having them, just it helps me out. Also, I found out I'm no longer allergic to dogs. Dogs used to give me hives, up until Coda's just slowly sinking. Dogs used to give me hives, but I love dogs so much it was like, whatever. I don't condone that action, but that's how I did it. So anyway, dogs, I also like to stack. These guys are very stackable. Just your little pup stack. Just a little pup stack. And then we can go back to the goods, and I can open orbs still. Yes, little baby puppy. Little baby puppy. I want to. Yeah, I know. I get to squish all the time. I need to turn the camera. But yeah. Now they're tired. Nala's ready to pass out. Passing out one. But yeah. This one is Coda. This one is Nala. We argued about this one being Kenai, but went with Coda, and now their names sound pretty similar to each other. Guess Sen isn't getting on. Yeah, I don't think he hit me back. But we'll finish out these orbs. I like Coda better. Yeah. Coda's a little sturdier too, which is why Nala can just be on top of him. And that's that corgi in him. Until Nala's another year older, and then it'll be a problem. It'll be a big problem. Nala's like, I'm gonna sleep, and Coda's like, I'm getting smushed. My wife named her dogs Bimo and Gunther from Adventure Time. Heck yeah, that's awesome. I love it. If I raid Fost, will he raid into an MSFer if one comes on? I feel like I've seen Fost in chat. Goodness, girl, your breath. Stop! Where are we going? Feel free to drop the babies off if you need to at any point. I got you. That's funny. Yeah. This one is a freaking hellion. This one likes to play with toys. This one likes to wreck shit. That's how duos go in dogs. Hangs out some of the MSF chat. I swear I've seen him before. I just didn't know he streamed. I see you. That's okay. That is A-okay. Other things. Felt Athena and Tucker are the same. Yeah, absolutely. Always the duos. Gonna fight in my hands. Me scream and run on chat. They go hard. They go hard at each other. Okay. So I've done arena attacks -1 so that I can fix it later. I've done raids. We can do some refreshes. Finish out our dailies on hand energy. Well as at least they can wear each other out while they're pups. Yeah, that was sort of the goal. It got a little bit easier having them both. Which sounds counterintuitive, but it did. Because Nala is all the problem that I needed. I hate to say it, Coda takes some of that brunt. I was currently biting Coda's collar. That's good. You are so freaking adorable. At me real quick on camera. You can do this. Play. Nala also likes to climb a lot, so sometimes she'll get in this position and then try to climb on top of me. That's what's going on currently. We're climbing Coda though, and I feel like that probably can climb me. I'm a little bit more durable than Coda. There we go. There we go. Don't go too high. You don't got anywhere to go. Don't go too high. You don't got anywhere to go. Good Lord. You want more? I'll bring them to you. I don't. Thank you, Bubba. Oop, I'm losing one. Don't die. Just wait until they're no longer lap size and decide that your lap is where they want to be. Well, this one will stay lap size, I think, maybe. Corgi Blue Healer. I think he will get longer, but not. He will get much bigger. Oh, but you still got 6 of them. That's... why? We can do it. We can do it. I have the power. Go into our gold farms. All 6 or 5 weeks old, so I can't get rid of them. Rest smells like probably eating. Trouble with that. Lots of trouble with that. Hiccups? Bubba will be streaming MTG shortly. Gotcha. Wait for that. Pretty quick. Okay. You will catch a raid, my friend. I know you raided good people. You just did. When I start to fumble, I bring puppies. What could be better? Readjust real quick. Oda's just constantly trying to fall. He has very smooth fur. He has very smooth fur, and he just likes to fall. Nala's got hiccups. You see her have hiccups? Like you can't. Back. Yeah, we'll raid back. That's fine. Down. Ah. Whew. Okay. I love how they're just content with this. Oh, what was this kid coming? Whatever. They're real big cuddle buddies, so it's not crazy. For a second, till everyone sees the Magic the Gathering, they'll split. Well, you know, it's still, it's still rated like an MSF player or something. Because the Milky one, I mean, I could have. saw some other people. I feel like they're all sponsors, though. And Mary Milky's also got way more people apparently anyway. Ugh. Good. Good. Oh, good. Hey. Hey. There's this Maxon MSF dude. Anybody know who that is? He's got 8 viewers. Oh, it's French. He's French. I don't know how much I want to. It's. Oh God! Don't pull away. Where are you going? No! Dropping the puppies on stream. Okay, there we go. It's like I want to be the top one. Like a teddy bear that bites you. The best kind. Okay. Let's see. Let's again to I actually can see if any of those orbs actually worked out in Vigilante. Open another Victoria hand orb. Got the power. Getting close on it. Yeah, I got a pretty good drop on her. I also got a really good drop on Hitmonk. I got an 80 drop on him. Which is how I was able to unlock him. Free. See if we can get another Vigilante member up to 95. And who's next? Okay, we got Silver Sable there, so it was fun. Oh, I don't have enough freaking gold. That's been a minute. I've hit 2 jackpots on the Mega in the past, not like recent. Never seen it fun. Oh, the MTG is. I'm assuming he's playing MTG Arena. It's quite a bit of fun. If you haven't played it, it plays just like the regular, like the actual Magic again. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure it does. I was playing it for a bit. Hell, I think I streamed it once. Oh yeah, I need to get Hitmonkey. Oh, we can orb farm. Uh-oh. Or wait, no. Learn to play the game, Profty. So usually what I do with this is I'll still count out this. I need a lot of stuff actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go faster and just go. See where we're at after that. Oda's looking to eat. Good dude. Probably gonna run out of our ice. Might be able to make it. It could be used in more freaking raids, Hitmonkey. Let's go. That's not bad. Got enough to bring. Alrighty. Nice. We're getting there. My goal was to get them all to 95, and then I'm going to get these guys to 105. So this could be my Professor X team. But that's where I'm stuck right now. Cause Lord knows I don't have any of this gear for anything. That sucks. But you know, we try. This Max and MSF dude's got a freaking Dr. Doom like YouTube situation. Wild. Bad, we can't tell what he's saying. There might be some French Canadians in here. Maybe. You know? Do you know French? Let's see. Let's see. I mean, I know what I mean. You went up in a couple of like 4-star hit monkey, 4-star silver sable. Let's get some vigilant energy, and we can at least auto through those next. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Already have some energy. Hath returned. Prodigal son has returned. Right? You're just sleeping now. You're just trying to deal. Does this matter? Does this matter? Don't think it do. Bam. That'll work. What did we get? Anything good? Got basic orbs. Got basic orbs. Are you all excited? We got some basic orbs. We actually need basic orbs. Because am I still on stream beat? Well, anybody that's interested, I have a playlist of up and coming artists. If you like any of the music that you're starting now, it is from a band of somebody that I know. There's a whole bunch of them, a group, a band, a rapper, etc. of somebody I know. So if you like anything, support them on Spotify, YouTube, wherever you find them. And you can find their music through that. But some good stuff. I really like, actually, this guy just got his PhD, so Dr. Ashford. Really good stuff. Okay, so we did that. We don't have the 5-star, but a silver sable and hit monkey. I mean, we're getting stuff, right? Nothing amazing, but nothing bad. Why hast thou grabbed me, brother? This is the content I'm allowed to play. This is my adjusted expectations. I should just expect to be able to. Boom. Beautiful. I need a GoPro so you can see. They're more adorable from this angle, but I can't set like that. Not a thing I can do. I do not have that kind of power. I have neither of these. More content. I get just enough energy for this whole. Oh, it's a puppy. Swirlix escape. No, not Swirlix. Oh god. Ah. These loading screens are freaking crazy. Whoa. These loading screens are nuts. I'm gonna go put the puppy down. Some of them tried to follow me back. Okay. So we got another one to do. We got the juice of the sauce. All right, get this one. Avid Gamer is on. He is not a bot. Oh, he was in my chat. Hey, let me knock this out. Let me find him. I think he was in my chat. I had somebody named Avid Gamer in the chat. Is he playing Marvel Strike Force? And speaks English? Let Bubba know I love him. LG Games that Pete. Avid Gamer 5. There we go. Keeping it, sir. 3088 Gaming. How's it going, dude? Been a minute. We're about to raid out, but this English drops enabled. We found him. This 3088 is a bot. Confirmed. Been a minute, dude. I hope you're doing well. We delaying hard. We're delaying so hard, but it looks like we're good. Let me just finish this out, and we'll hit up our boy. I was swinging by to say, hey, man. Oh no, I'll read Avid Gamer. I don't know if he's got a mic. We decided he isn't a bot, right? You know you want to spend some... Get online. You know you want to spend some money. Oh, my God. I can jump life. Jump on. Do the MSF stream for the first time in forever. Hop on. Nah, we can go to Avid Gamer. I don't really see a problem with it. That would be crazy if you did. But I mean, this guy's got like... I think I'm the only person watching his stream right now. I think he was... I'm pretty sure he was in chat. Oh, you play again? That's awesome. I was planning to go in 30 minutes so I can just go early. Yeah, if you want to, we can do that. This bot just can't quit properly. I mean, that's fine too. I don't know if the Avid Gamer there is the same one that was in stream earlier, or did he follow? I swear I saw Avid Gamer. Yeah. I got raided from him last week. Oh no, let me raid this guy. Let me raid this guy. He raided me last week. He's on here. He's got like 3 people watching or something. Let me raid him. But I'm very excited to see you back on the game, 3088. Avid Gamer did raid me last week though. Let me hit him back. It's the same one. It is the same one. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do that. But thank you, 3088. I really appreciate you. Drops. Been getting into streams lately. Nice. Well, let's hit him. He did it. He hit me last week. Let's hit him. Let's bless him. Look, Real Bubba Hotep is the real one with the raid to me. Also follow Shane 3088. Don't worry about Shane. He will get his usual viewers. Yeah, I know he will. Shane's on that shit. So we're gonna raid Avid Gamer. Please give him all the love you gave me. Thank you all so much for sticking around. I really appreciate you all. I hope that you all have a fantastic week. And most importantly, y'all, stay cool. Making sure this worked, and then I'll be getting off for my YouTube. Doesn't have music or anything. Oh, sorry, Shane.